All right. There we go. All right. What's up, everyone? Long time no live stream. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Everything good? Before we get started. Here we go. What's up, chat? All right. So, yes, we're live streaming today because I am injured. So let me talk about that first and just like kind of what that means for the channel for the next few weeks. And then we'll watch some videos and I'll talk about some of my old videos. I'm just moving shit around. Okay, what's up? All right, so injury time. Let's get that out of the way. I got this a week ago, last Saturday, at a jiu-jitsu competition that I was in for gi, and that's the reason I broke it for all the jiu-jitsu people. So here's what happened. I have 3 broken fingers right now. One is really badly broken, and I'm going to need surgery on it, and that happens tomorrow. And because I have surgery, I'm not in the writing mood today. I was thinking about writing just a little bit, getting something done today. But yeah, I'm not in the mood. And this whole last week, I've been actually pretty lazy because it's on my dominant hand. This is super annoying. But yeah, it's 3 fingers. And what happened? Oh yeah, cat right. Whoop, cat. That's Opal. When she's awake. Maybe I'll bring her over soon. But yeah. So yeah, broken 3 fingers, and what happened was it wasn't anything dirty. I was holding on to a grip of their gi right around here. For the jiu-jitsu people, I had a cross collar grip from Bottom Close Guard, and I'm holding it. And he postures up, and my grip kind of goes down the lapel a little bit, but I'm still holding on. And then he goes to break the grip. I'm holding it really tight, and he's really strong. He snaps it. We both heard it break. I didn't realize in that moment it was broken. I think it was either it was definitely the adrenaline and maybe just the speed at which it was broken. But it was immediate. I didn't notice. And then, so we kept going. And then, like 30 seconds after it broke probably, I feel my ring finger, like, overlapping my middle one, like bending like the way it shouldn't. And I couldn't spread my fingers like this. Like when you do this, it's easy to, separate your fingers. And I couldn't do that with my right hand, with the ring finger specifically. And I just like, why the fuck? What is happening? And then I looked at it I'm still rolling. I'm still in the match. And I look at it and I'm like, okay, it's probably broken just from what I'm feeling. And it wasn't like bent crazy wrong, but it was just bending a little over the middle finger. And that's when I realized it was probably broken. So then I was just trying to survive the rest of the round. But what was cool was I still won that round. I won 14-0. And then we had to go. And then I had a second round that would have been I could have competed for gold, but I couldn't do it, obviously. Once the adrenaline started going down, the pain started coming up. And then we went to the urgent care after that, and they took x-rays, and the x-ray tech even was like, dude, you fucked up this finger. And yeah, I did. So the middle or the right ring finger is shattered. That's the one I need surgery on. That's happening tomorrow. And then my pinky and my middle also have breaks in it. And I have the x-ray. I'm going to show you guys. If you get queasy from x-rays that show broken bones, oh, hi, Opal, then you might not like this, but I'm going to bring it up for a sec so you guys can see the damage on this guy. Because, yeah, it's brutal. There we go. Right there. Split into like 3 pieces. And yeah, that was just from a grip break. So for anyone who does jiu-jitsu, this was not dirty or anything. I like warning people when I get injured, so you know what happens. This wasn't, oh, I fell on it awkwardly or anything like that. I had a traditional grip. He broke it in a traditional way. It was the way our coaches teach us to do it, and it just can happen. My coach afterwards told me this is why people bandage their fingers. Because when you put it together, that's less likely to happen. But basically, I had the grip, and all my fingers pushed that way together. And you can see a break up here. That's obviously broken. And then pinky, I don't even know if I can see it, but it is broken. My whole hand is super swollen. But yeah, so I'll take that down now. There we go. So yeah, that's what I was doing. How long have I been doing jiu-jitsu? So I've been doing jiu-jitsu almost 3 years now. Minus I was out for a rib injury for like 3 months. That sucked. Never pop your rib. It's the worst pain I've ever felt. Because everything involves your ribs. Breathing hurt. But yeah, so I've been doing jiu-jitsu for almost 3 years. I'm still a white belt technically, but my coach, I'll probably be getting my blue belt next time I see my coach, or soon after that, because he told me this is the last time I'm going to compete as a white belt. And that's why, he said that's why I didn't have a blue belt already. He's like, I want you to compete in the gi as a white belt one time. And so you can get that experience. I've competed 3 times now. Twice no gi, once gi, and the gi when I fucking break my finger. So maybe no gi is the way for me to do it. But yeah, what was cool was this was a guy I competed against before too. In my second competition, I competed against this guy. He beat me by points, 4-0. And I was like, I could have beat this guy. I know I could have. And then I signed up for my first gi competition a few months later. He's my first fucking opponent. I beat him, and then he breaks my finger. God damn. So the win helps a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, this sucks. And it's on my dominant hand. So for the coming weeks, I'm still going to do videos. I was telling my manager, like, I'm still taking sponsorships, but just know it's going to be slower. It's so annoying because, yeah, it's just one finger really bad. And I just can't do anything with this hand. I'm going to be, after surgery, I'm full cast, or, you know, cast probably down to my wrist, for 4 weeks. And then it's 4 weeks of hand therapy, or 4 to 6 weeks of hand therapy. So I got about 8 weeks of recovery before I can use this hand again fully. And before I can even, you know, type with it is going to be after I get the cast off in 4 weeks. So I'm still going to make videos, but I'm going to plan to write some scripts that are easier to record, because I can't be doing crazy editing with a broken hand or the broken finger. So I'm just going to try to write scripts that are like 2 characters on a couch, or just 1 green screen, and that's it. But I think that'll be the way I got to do it for the next 8 weeks. And if videos are slow, that is why. But yeah, I've never had surgery before, so that should be fun. I've never gone under anesthesia, but I will get to experience that tomorrow. For everyone asking what the gi is, it's like the like kimono kind of thing you see people wear, and it's pretty much what you picture someone who does karate would wear. It looks very similar. And the difference with gi is that when you're in a competition, you can use the clothing. You can pull on it. You can choke people with it. So yeah, you learn how to fight someone, you know, with their clothes. In no gi, you cannot touch clothes. You know, even though we're wearing a shirt, you can't like pull the shirt over or anything like that. But in gi, you absolutely can. You can take their collars, pull them down. You can do all that stuff. So that's the difference. I like no-gi more, but I want to be good at both. So I'm a blue belt. Let's roll. Dude, come through. I absolutely roll. I love jiu-jitsu. I do it almost every day. I take private lessons with my coach, and he does... We have like one-on-one classes almost every day, because he invites everyone who takes private lessons with him. He's like, anyone who takes privates can come roll with me at 10 a.m. And no one goes but me, because everyone has like normal jobs. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's my handbrake story. And if anyone's just coming in, I'd start talking about it at the beginning of the live. So you can go there. Let me read some. We already got some super chats. Let me read some, then I'll talk to the chat, and then we'll watch some videos. I want to talk about some videos I did last year. I'll talk about some of my favorite videos from last year. We'll watch them, and I can maybe talk a little more detail. Whoops, close that. Let's see. Let me just read some supers. Andrew, good to see you, man. Thank you, as always, for your donations. They're insanely amazing. If you're a righty, then maybe Jack can lend a hand. Yeah, dude, I am a righty. This sucks. But, you know, what are you going to do? Let's see. Alicia Adams? Spelled the craziest way. You're a real person that exists outside skits. I know, super weird, right? Chino Manwa, thank you for the $2. Oh, thank you for the $2, Alicia. Chino Manwa, thank you for the 2. We win no matter the cause. Damn right. The Yap King, thank you for the $2. Who gets queasy from that? I don't know. Some people do. I get queasy easily, but I'm more of blood. I get queasy if it's like a bone sticking out or if it's something like a gory horror movie. But ironically, I love horror movies even when they have gore, but I have to look away every time I watch one. Alicia, you give me another 2. Thank you for another 2. £2. Upvote this to request skits with the cat. Where'd Opal go? Opal. Let's see where she is later. If God had to... N699, thank you for the $7. If God had to write the 10 Commandments with his non-dominant hand. I'm thinking about playing God with a broken hand. I think that'd be kind of just funny. I might acknowledge it. I know... I'm going to have to, like, ignore... I know the comments on every video I post, if I show my hand, are going to be, what happened, no matter what I do. So I'll have to post something at the top or whatever. And then, the killing something... thank you for the $5. Love your kidnapper vids, bro. Hope your hand heals. Thank you. I love the kidnappers, too. I think if I were to make a movie, I would do it with the kidnappers first. Of all my characters, I think they would make the most fun movie. I mean, I kind of did my, own mini movie, but if I were to do a real one. And Vancy Pants, thank you for the $5. It feels weird seeing you outside a skit. Huge fan, feel better. No, I totally agree. It's funny. People who find my educational channel first, which if you don't know, I have one, just called Zach Star. People find that first, find this channel and be like, what the fuck? This is so weird seeing you, like, not serious. And then people who know this channel first find that one and they're like, it's so weird seeing you, like, talk about math. Okay. Oh yeah, and 600,000. Yeah, thank you for the congrats on 600K. Yeah, that was another reason we can live stream. But yeah, the last week I've been so lazy. I watched a lot of movies. I watched like 3 movies one day. So that's been fun. Gives me an excuse to be lazy, but I do need to get to videos and stuff. Okay, you know what? I'll talk to the chat for like a few more minutes, and then we'll start watching videos that I want to talk about. All right. What do you guys got? Where's everyone coming in from? What's your country or state? I always like knowing that. Hey, I want to get into jiu-jitsu and I have no idea how to prepare for it. Should I just go or do some prep work? You don't need to do any prep work. You can absolutely just go. If you're not in shape, you might, and they ask you to roll, go for it. Just know you'll probably be very tired, and don't be afraid to tap or just say, dude, I'm tired. I need to take a break. That's honestly the main thing. No one's gonna be hurting you. The most dangerous people, if it's like your first day, are like the guy who has 8 months experience because he's not good yet and he's excited that finally there's someone he can beat or she can beat. But those are the people who are the most dangerous. No person who's been doing it for 6 years is gonna go hard or anything like that. But yeah, just go. No, the biggest thing will be your conditioning. And if you're not in shape, no problem. Still go and use it to get in shape. But just use your energy sparingly. People should be very welcoming. All right, where are people coming in from? Ireland, Tennessee, Canada, Estonia. That's cool. It's probably the most exotic one we've seen so far. Armenia, hell yeah. Nevada. Fellow Nevada here. Vegas, baby. Did they sweep the arm, not the leg? Yeah, basically. No, it was just a grip break. It was nothing dirty. It was nothing even accidental. It was just that can happen, apparently. And I should not hold on to a grip as hard as I possibly can. Singapore, North Sentinel Island. Fuck yeah. Israel, hell yeah. Oklahoma, Switzerland. Good stuff. I was just in Jamaica. That was really fun. That was my, I went there for New Year's. They're still recovering from that hurricane. I talked to a few of the locals, said it was just crazy. The whole place was, like, storefronts were just destroyed. The whole entire country really wasn't back to normal yet, but people were working. Touristy area was still had people. Canada, Maine, Ohio, Finland, Egypt. Dude, very cool. We got people from all over the world. Okay, let's see. Just gonna read some more. Feels weird hearing you not talk about degrees. Yeah, see? I told you. Are you doing jiu-jitsu just for the sake of the pun comedy? I'm doing jiu-jitsu to keep me active. After I graduated college, I realized, like, oh, if I want to be active, I have to actually do it. And I hate not being active and going to the gym every day. It's fine, but it gets a little boring. I'm not a runner. I did cross country in high school. I did track and cross country, and it made me hate running just for the sake of it. So I can't do that anymore. So I play ultimate frisbee in an adult league here, and then I do jiu-jitsu. But I haven't done frisbee in a few seasons because I was training for jiu-jitsu more. But I like both. Cruise and Pink Panther movie, yeah, absolutely. I think I could write a great movie with the kidnappers. If God had Tourette's. Have you guys seen what's going on with the Tourette's guy? I just woke up to that news. If you haven't seen it, the BAFTA... This is driving me crazy. I was reading the comments. So the BAFTA awards were, yesterday or some shit? And they were two black guys come out to announce Michael B. Jordan and I'm gonna forget his fucking name, Lethal Weapon guy, and they come out and there's someone with Tourette's in the audience who just screams out the N-word, and it's a guy who he's not just a random guy with Tourette's, he's a guy who had a movie about him win or nominated or something, and he was in the audience, and there's huge controversy about that now. And I saw that. I'm like, what video should I make about that? Because that's fucking hilarious. But I don't want to just copy South Park. I need something unique. The South Park Tourette's episode is, to this day, I think, the hardest I've ever laughed at anything ever. I think. Like TV show or movie-wise. There's a few contenders. Like Borat is very close. But that's the funniest episode of South Park I've ever seen. And it might be the hardest I've ever laughed. I had to pause it multiple times to finish it, but a few more super chats. I'm gonna show the video. Okay, after this, I'll start watching videos. I want to talk about a few. The first one I'm gonna show is when you fake the moon landing. So let me just read some of these supers, and then we're done. Where'd we leave off at? Scott Pierce, what's up, man? Good to see you. I hope you did some sweep the leg moments. Absolutely. I mean, hey, I won. I almost got a choke. I almost choked him out. I got around the neck. I went for this, and my finger was hurting, and he pulls on my hand. So I was not fighting that. Alicia, thank you for another 5 pounds. Are you ever going to do more super nerdy skits like on the OG channel with explaining the science of Star Wars? Those are fire. I share them a lot. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll keep doing more of those on and off. I'm just trying not to do too many skits on that channel since I'm only making like one video a month maybe. And it's been 3 months at the moment since my last one. I'm trying to do it sparingly. But yeah, I'll keep doing those videos. Those are fun. Engineers for all these famous movies are very cool. Indiana Jones is one I want to do when you're making the Indiana Jones traps. I think being the engineer, I think that'd be a funny sketch. Seraphim653, thank you for the $2. Please have Jake be the multiverse theory in flesh. I assume you mean Jack, but yes. Fine Mask, good to see you again. Thank you for the $10. Hey man, get well soon. Just a random question. On election night, I told you that I'm a PhD student and I'm scared about my future here, and you said I would be fine. Do you still stand by that? Depends on the information you're about to tell me, but you'll probably be fine. Yes. Alicia Adams, thank you again for the £2. Jeez. Oh my God, you should totes crowdfund a movie. I should. I think I could do it. Markiplier just did it. Did anyone see that? Is it a good movie? Is it, like, not for, a YouTuber just starting out? I mean, is it genuinely a good movie? I have not seen it. Oh, yeah, there's a delay between me and the chat, so I'll have to do that. I'll have to handle that. But okay, that's the end of our super chats. Iron Lung was great. I saw it. I'll check it out. I just haven't gotten to it, but it's actually a very good movie. Cool. Okay. No, I'll definitely check it out. Good for Markiplier. Damn. I've heard making a movie can be tough. If you guys watch Stevie Emerson, who also does skits, this was interesting. He was crowdfunding a movie himself like 2 years ago, and I was trying to follow this entire thing. I was very curious what it turned out as. And they crowdfunded it, and probably 2 years later, they just bailed on the whole thing. And he released a statement saying, basically, I couldn't make the movie I wanted to. And I don't feel comfortable releasing something that I'm not happy with. So he canceled it and refunded everyone. So I'm curious what it's like really making a full movie. I have heard it's difficult. I have a book from Sidney Lumet just called Making Movies, and he says making a movie is basically like drawing something on a small tile really well, one by one, each tile, and then putting all the tiles together and hoping they look beautiful together. So I think that's a good comparison. But yeah, I'm sure making movies is harder than I'm imagining. But I think I could do a good one. I think I could make one. Are you doing YouTube full time? Yes, I am. I've been doing YouTube full time since 2020. When I lived in California when I started doing YouTube, and I was tutoring at the time to help make money while I built the channel, because the channel didn't make money at first, obviously. And while I was tutoring and the channel started becoming more successful, I started lowering how much I would tutor and raising how much I would work on the YouTube channel. In 2020, that breaking point happened where I could just quit tutoring. I moved to Nevada after that because fuck California taxes. I saved so much by moving, and I paid off my student loans by doing so within like a year and a half. So that was nice. And yeah, I've been doing YouTube full time ever since. But I do want to go back, as I've been saying this a lot, I do want to go back to school. I do want to get a master's or PhD. I think it'd be cool to do research, but I don't want to like work for someone. I'd want to start my own business or work as like maybe a contractor, but I still think it'd be fun. But what I'm not doing is I'm not going back to school unless I am quite financially independent. And what I mean by that is I could go back to school and not work for years and not have to worry too much. So I need way more money for that. Because I don't want to be in school and say, oh, I have to make a video, but I have 3 tests coming up. I don't want to be in that position. So, yeah. Are you balding? Yeah, a little bit, probably. But no, I don't think I'll go bald. My grandparents did not, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But yeah, my hairline did recede in my 20s. And I'm graying. Fucking stupid. I started getting gray hair when I was like 23. I did not have a stressful life, but like in my 20s, I was not super stressed. I was working a lot, but I wasn't stressed. And my mom was like, oh, is sleeping in hard? Because I was tutoring, so I could sleep in a lot. When are you running for president? Dude, soon. I think I need to. I need to run for president. No one else knows what the fuck they're doing. I have a video I have a video title and a lot of the content written out titled, I would like to be your next dictator. And it's me pitching why I would make a great dictator. And it's going to be long. I can't do it with this finger or with my hand fucked up because it's going to be too much editing. So I will do that when I'm healed and work on easier videos in the meantime. Started going bald at 21. Yeah, dude. So yeah, I can start early for people. I didn't have that, but my hairline did recede. All right. Let's watch a video. Let's have some fun. So I'm going to pause this video and talk about stuff as I go through. This is the when you fake the moon landing video. Came out 3 months ago. And I want to talk about some stuff. Let me just move my software. And let me just make or if there's any audio issues, just comment. I just want to make sure it's not like the double audio. All right.
Does anyone actually still watch the moon landing footage and think it's real?
Did you guys hear that? Just making sure. I'm a fucking boomer with this technology, guys. We watched that earlier today. Hell yeah. There we go. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. Neil, can we do one where you don't fall? Okay? We're filming the moon landing, not Joe Biden on Ice, the musical. All right? You got it, boss. Okay, and we're graceful, we're light on our feet, and action. That's a print. That's a fucking print. I just don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Just telling people fall on the moon because math. That's why people fall. They'll believe it. Yes, I concur. All right, but... Okay, so this was the reason I made this video, basically. When I hear conspiracy theorists say the dumbest shit about things like this, the responses are always the science. Fine, I'm cool with that. However, no one really ever acknowledges the stupidity of the conspiracy itself. That part drives me crazy. So that's why I made this video, and that's what all the jokes are pretty much. It's not, oh, hey, walking on the moon's actually difficult because with less gravity, technically, blah, blah. Fuck that. Fuck that. How about, let's pretend they faked the moon landing. They fall, and you think they just said, cut, that's good, let's fucking run it. That's the dumbest shit ever. It makes way more sense to me to go after that part of the conspiracy than the actual science of it. So that's why I made this video. Let's go over the stupidity of, okay, let's assume they faked it, and then go through the logic of they had to fake all this shit too in front of billions of people. Billions? At this time? No, that might have been wrong. I think like 500 million people watched the moon landing live. But I mean, now it's been billions. All right. You're next up. Time for your big scene. And and Stanley Kubrick, just in case anyone doesn't know, people think he was like the director behind it. Maybe, I guess because he directed 2001 or something, because he's like a good director with special effects. Or maybe he said something, I'm just not aware of that. Remember, this moon landing we're filming, what is it?
Super duper mega ultra blue eyes white dragon secret.
Super duper mega ultra blue eyes white dragon secret. If you tell anyone, we will find you and kill you. We have tracking devices in everybody.
We don't have tracking devices yet.
Yeah, that is what we're telling people, huh? Now let's get in there and film a moon landing. All right, let's go. I think you're genuinely the dumbest person in the world if you've ever said this in your life. If you've ever said, where are the stars? I think you are bottom of the barrel intelligence. Yeah, that's another. Someone said Zach's mad at these people. Yeah, dude, these people fucking piss me off. Because they're so stupid. This one, the stars. You think NASA forgot the stars? That's adorable. That, like, actually kill yourself. That's so funny. You think they were gonna fake the moon landing and we're like, and I picture them after it happened watching some conspiracy theorists be like, oh, they forgot the stars. And then the person in charge of NASA was like, fuck, god damn it. How could we be so stupid? What do you think? Like, it makes no sense to me. So that's why, who forgot the stars? This line I'm about to do. I was thinking of that for so long. Just as a joke. Like, what do you think they said after forgetting? All right. Who forgot the stars? Gary. Gare Bear. What was your job again? Put space shit in the video. Put space shit in the video. Are stars in space? That's what we're telling people. I know. I don't think you do. Go outside. Please don't make me do that. No, I think you should go outside and look up. Okay. There we go. Drop the nukes. All right, I'm outside. Hey, why is that star getting bigger? Oh, shoot. I saw someone just comment, why can't you see the stars? The scientific reason is because of exposure. Basically, go outside on your front porch, turn the light on, then take a picture of the stars, see if you can see them. That's the reason. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. There was a 2-for-1 deal on shoes. They look cute. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't check the bottom. The shoes one is because there was a different shoe they put over that, and it's super easy to find this on Google. I don't know why anyone would bring this up unless they've done no research, which I guess none of them have. Because who checks footprints, right? That is some Sherlock Holmes shit. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna blame Gary on this one too. All right. Hey, can we nuke Gary's grave as well?
Some say the 1969 moon landing was a hoax. The American flag seems to flutter as if it's blowing in the wind, but there's no air on the moon, so how could it move like that in a vacuum?
Hey, I know we're in a studio with no... This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I think this is the dumbest one of the video. The flag blowing in the wind. And because of the joke of what I'm about to say. You think they were in the studio? Like, hey, the flag's blowing a lot. Isn't there no wind on the moon? And Stanley Kubrick was like, it's fine. Yeah, maybe they won't notice. The fuck? How can you think this is true? No wind, and we told them we're going to the moon that also has no wind. But do we need this giant fan for anything? Yeah, just turn it on while we're filming. Like, who cares? Okay, should I just aim it at the flag on set? Yeah, that's fine. I think it's moving a little bit. No, but motion is relative, is what we're telling them. So, I mean, maybe we're moving, right? And the flag is perfectly still. Okay, that makes sense.
They've been trying to tell you all along, but you never listen. Buzz Aldrin, the famous astronaut who was on the moon, was trying to tell us that the moon landing was fake the whole time. Just watch this video.
What was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest. It didn't happen.
Hey, he's just joking. He's just joking. Look at this guy. It's like 1,000 years old. Hey, Buzz, what the fuck? What? There's another one that's so stupid. They faked it. They did it. The astronauts lied. But then in this one meeting, he just blurted it out. Just blurted it out, and NASA was like, "Oh fuck, hey Neil, didn't we have an agreement?" Or Buzz. It's so stupid. What he meant by that is the thing that could have happened didn't happen. Exactly what I say. That's what he meant. Because if he didn't, that'd be the dumbest thing in the world. What did I say? You said it never happened. What part of Super Duper Mega Ultra Blue Eyes White Dragon secret do you not understand? No, I meant it like the scary thing that could have happened. Nope. Didn't happen. Nope. That's not what I heard. As in, the worst case scenario. That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. That we were scared of. Not what I heard. That's 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 not what I heard. So, like, we thought something scary could happen. Nope. That's not the words you said. Not the words you said. That's not the words you said. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. Those aren't the words you said. Buzz, do you know the internet is forever?
Did NASA accidentally let it slip that they never went to the moon? When they talked about not being able to get people past the radiation of the Van Allen belt?
As we get further away.
This one I actually do want to mention the science because I think it's kind of cool. I had to look this one up, but this is what some Google searches told me. The reason, okay, so the Van Allen belt has a lot of, like, very high radiation, very hot to go through. Now, here's why that's not as big a deal as people think. When you put your hand in an oven that you preheat an oven, you're going to stick the pizza in. When you put your hand in, it's hot. You can feel the hot air, but it's not burning you. You can put the pizza in barehanded, right? And it's not going to burn you just for like a few seconds. But if you touch the metal in your stove, that's going to burn you immediately. You'll immediately have to take your hand out. The air and that metal are both at the same temperature. Why is one hurting you more than the other? And it's because with solids, the heat can move easier and quicker between medium. So, or between two objects. So when you have a solid object that's at a certain temperature, touching that feels hotter than touching a gas at that same temperature. When we're in the Van Allen belt, it's even less density than a gas, like a gas in an oven. So yes, you're feeling hotness, but it's so little particles compared to what we normally feel that it's not actually that bad. So that's the scientific reasoning. But again, these people think NASA told us about it and then said, let's go through it and then hope no one notices that. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Away from Earth. We'll pass through the Van.
Oh, for anyone commenting, how'd you get your injury just coming in? You go back to the beginning of the live stream. I start by talking about it, but from a jiu-jitsu competition.
Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation.
Hey boss, do you want to tell the public there's a Van Allen belt that's like super hot, and then also tell them we're going to go to the moon, which involves driving through the Van Allen belt, and just see if anyone catches that? Of course. Okay, cool.
Mr. Armstrong, Bart Sibrel, ABC Digital. Wanted to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Sibrel, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Hey, Neil, you swear on that Bible right now. No, I don't want to go to hell. No, hey, you can lie on the Bible once. It's just a warning. That was one of my favorite lines of the video. I don't want to go to hell. I also think this one was so stupid. I wish he had sworn on the Bible, though. I think he just should have. Like, wouldn't that shut them up? But again, if you show a Bible in my face and just say swear on it that you did something, yeah, that might annoy me too. But I don't know. I think I'd do it. I'd be like, okay, there you go. Ugh. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I saw someone comment, why did we not get a lot of Epstein videos? We did. I've done multiple now. My last video was an Epstein one. Well, we'll do that one too. I want to talk about that as well. So, let's just finish this.
You lost the technology to get us to the moon. Where did it go?
The public is so fucking stupid. Did I remember to put the stars in?
We lost the technology just means like we don't have it anymore. Like just like if we needed to make a VCR, I don't think we have the places, to actually make one. We'd have to rebuild it. I think that's just what they mean.
Oh, I just thought of something genius. You guys ready? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Yeah! And then let's do it 4 more times after that. And then let's stop there. Don't want to push it, But what if the public asks us to take another rocket to the moon again? I don't know. Tell them we lost it. This fucking guy. Lost it where? Between the couch cushions? I don't give a shit. Oh, okay. All right, let's go film 5 more moon landings. Neil, you're out. Fuck you. Everyone else, let's go make a fucking movie. Come on.
Filming it 5 more times would also be weird if it was faked. That also just made no sense to me. So that was the point of that video. let's not make fun of this, or let's not comment on the science. Let's comment on how stupid the conspiracy is. Hello, Pool. All right, hang on. Let me talk to some chats. People are coming in. What's the craziest conspiracy you do believe in? Honestly, probably the Epstein ones at this point. Are they even conspiracies? I don't even know what to believe about those. I'll talk about it during the video, but that shit's like straight out of like Pizzagate conspiracy playbooks, and I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't believe in stupid like flat Earth, moon landing being a hoax, Holocaust being a hoax. All those are stupid. But after seeing the Epstein file, I'm like, oh shit, okay, maybe there is some conspiracy theories that are completely true. But it's so annoying because now it's making people think every conspiracy is fucking true. Like if Epstein and all these people were cannibals, people are gonna think that means every conspiracy is now true. The person asking me, am I an atheist? Yes, I am. Agnostic atheist, I guess. What's the next video coming out? Good question. Let me see. I'm writing. I have a bunch written out. A little bit. Not the full thing, but I don't know which one I'm going to do next because, again, I need it to be a simple video to edit. So let's see. Here's the stuff I have. I have the Tourette's one where he yells the N-word. I have scammers that you find in all the every European city. I want to make fun of them. A video on Art the Clown. I just watched the Terrifier movies. Finally. So now I got some good Art the Clown content. I get on my video when you're too evil to join the slasher villains, where Saw joins the slasher villains. I knew exactly when the Terrifier movies started getting popular because all of a sudden I got that comment, oh, do one now on Art the Clown. Every day, like maybe like 5-6 times a day. Every time I checked my comments, there was just something on that. So now I finally watched it though, and I will try to do that. But again, that one I have to buy the costume, and maybe I can do it without this. I just can't have, like, I can't hold a gun with this hand. I can do it left-handed, I guess, but if I need two hands for anything, I'm not going to be able to do it until the cats is off. Okay, I have this is just a title at the moment, but something with the human centipede doctor. I think him like in medical school could be funny. God and the Devil discuss simulation theory. Gen Z and jury duty, because they're not good at paying attention. That will be the joke. A guy shipwrecked or lost at sea. I have a few ideas for that. A lot of these are just like the titles written out or the idea. My train. Yeah, I want to do this one. This video would be titled, These Actually Happened, or This Actually Happened When Training for My First Job. Or literally how training for my first job went. But training for my first job was so funny and stupid because they didn't really do anything. I worked at Big Five, a sporting goods store, and my job was to get shoes for people. So you had shoes on the display, and they say, "Oh, I want that one in a size 8," and then you have to go to the back and get them from the whatever. And that was my job. Even though they told me I'd be a cashier on day one, they were like, "Yeah, you're not doing that. You're gonna get shoes for people." And then they trained me, and they basically said, "Here's the tennis shoes. Here's the running shoes. Here's the cleats. Good luck." And then they send me out to the floor. And then someone asked me a question that I just have no fucking clue. What's a good pair of cheap shoes, but they're still like durable? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know, dude. I was like 17 at the time. I was like 18. I might have been out of college at that point, or out of high school. But that's one I want to do. That's gonna write itself. That's easy. Oh, I have one titled "If It Really Was Adam and Steve," and that could be a play on the video I've already done, where Eve being tempted by Satan. I have another one with the movie plot. When the movie plot when you're the main character and the movie plot confuses you. I already have a movie plot too confusing one, but I'm trying to make something a little different. When you get a visit from your past self, I have that written, which sounds makes no sense. That's going to be part of the joke. My experience with the healthcare system. This I'm going to talk about 100%. I'm going to talk about this. There's too much. I don't even want to spoil it now. But getting this taken care of was a fucking nightmare. I hate our healthcare so fucking much. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. No, I'm not dying, but I do have to get surgery. If you're just coming in, go to the beginning of the live stream. I start talking about the injury in detail, but it's from a jiu-jitsu competition. I should probably put that in the description or something. These titles are almost as funny as the skits themselves. Thank you. I try to make titles funny because I think it just gets more clicks, but also just adds to the... I like to put effort into making people laugh everywhere I can, just from the title, just from the thumbnail. Just from when I put stuff on my shirt, you know, the names of people. I try to do something extra. If it gets a slight laugh, awesome. So, yeah. Ooh. No, I do not play Fortnite. I'm not really a gamer, but I do have an Xbox. I have a Switch, and I have VR. And I do play them every now and then. Gi or no gi enjoyer. I enjoy no gi much more. I don't know, it just feels more real. But I want to be good at both. I did no gi. We do no gi for like half the year when it's hot in the summer. And then we do no gi when it's colder. And when we put the gi back on, I realized anytime someone grabs my lapel and like starts choking even a little, I didn't really know how to defend it. So I really need to get better at that. But now I'm a little good. I had to work on my gi chokes. That was the main thing I sucked at, but I'm better at them now. I'm gonna do the next Jack one. I will. The next one will be he escapes from the guy escapes from prison, not Jack, the other guy. So that will be coming up, but again, not till I'm not injured. That will be a longer video because I'm gonna have Jack do some cool shit. So it's gonna be harder to film. That's why I'm kind of procrastinating it, but it will be out. What do I want to show now? Hold up. I'm like left-handed with my mouse too. I'm so fucking slow with everything. Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna show what other videos am I show? I'm gonna show the When You're a Magician in the Time of Jesus, and I'm gonna show my favorite video of last year. I looked through all of my videos last year, so I'll just say it. My third favorite is When You're a Magician in the Time of Jesus. My second favorite video of last year is When You Get a Visit from Your Future Self, and my favorite video of last year is When You're About to Have Your First Threesome and Then Jesus Returns. I wanted to watch those together, at least one. Okay, let's watch the Magician one.
Check this out. Oh. Now check this out. No way that just happened.
People commented that the back of this cage wasn't there. I could not find a good cage at all. It was actually very hard to find one. Same with a tiger, actually. Like, a tiger staying still. All the green screen animations I could find, the tiger, like, ran across the screen or whatever. It actually took a while to find.
Okay, but mine was real magic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure pulling a tiger out of the fucking shadow realm is the real magic. Okay, Jesus. Like, I don't know. Water into wine. Like, I feel like I've seen that before. Have I seen that before? Who did that? Hey, guys, watch this. Watch this. Huh? Walking on water?
The worst part of this video was finding that song. Oh my god, it took so long. When I find a song, it's often one of the hardest parts of the video. Not hardest, sorry. The most time consuming. I will sometimes just sit listening to songs for an hour straight. I'll go through, I use Epidemic Sound, and I'll have to type some keyword in. So for this one, I don't know what I typed in. Upbeat, I wouldn't have typed cinematic for this. Orchestral, cinematic, these are all buzzwords I'll have to type in. But I'll just listen to them, see what sounds good. But often I'll need like a drop or it to go silent at the right time or at any time, and then I can line it up. So I'll show you where that happened and why that was difficult. What I'm spoofing right now is a Shin Lim magic trick. If you have not seen this trick, I think it's one of the greatest tricks in ever. And I watched it. I watched it live too. Shin Lim performs in Vegas. I think it's this one. Yeah. If you just look up Shin Lim card trick, the top one. Oh yeah, look, okay. If you want to look it up, Penn and Teller fool us. 2 slashes, Shin Lim. That's the main video that has 80 million views. Jesus. I don't think I can show it for copyright, but if you're interested, go watch it. It's a fucking crazy trick. But that's what I'm doing. That timing where I did this and then the music plays, some of that actually just worked out perfectly. It was kind of amazing. I put the song in after, and sometimes they just lined up. And if they didn't, I would move the video around just a little to make it line up. There might have been a song switch. I can't tell. Sometimes what I'll do is if I need to sound like that exciting for the first part, and then it needs to become like this mystical, I'll have to find a different song and then transition it in a way that's harder to tell. But for all I know, this could be the exact same song, and it switches how it sounds, and I don't remember. But sometimes I will have to do that. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. Yeah, because I'm about to lose my fucking mind. I made some bread for everyone. No butter though. It was stupid. That right there, that was hard. Getting the song to line up at that moment, while it lined up with the beginning of the trick, also took a lot of time. And it's not hard. It's just moving shit around a lot and listening to a lot of songs. Sometimes I'll hear a song that I really like the beginning of it, and then it becomes something that I don't like. Like it just changes the instruments used or the beat, and I can't use it. That happens all the time. Okay, I don't know how he did that, but I'm the one doing real magic. And now for my final trick. This is a David Blaine trick, I believe. Someone shoots something into, he has like a cup in his mouth and they do that. I think it was him. I don't like magic tricks like that, though. I don't enjoy watching magic tricks where I can't, like, see most of what's going on. So, like, escape tricks. Oh, this person's in a straitjacket, and they go into a box, and you can't see shit, and then they pop up a minute later. I don't love those. Even if there's talent in it, like, I just can't see it. I like card tricks where I can physically see what's going on.
My fellow Americans.
Actually, I went to see Penn and Teller Fool Us. They also film here in Vegas. And there was a trick like that. A person was in something. They were locked up in a straitjacket. And they were put in a box. And then, you know, a tarp comes up. And then they throw the tarp down and they pop out. And I was on the side of the audience. Like, very side. And you can see the person leave the back or leave the bottom of the box they were in before popping up. So I don't know how they got out of it, but again, I can't see it, so it doesn't really impress me because I have no idea what they're doing. I have no idea if that lock is real. I don't know anything.
We gather here today because our one true Messiah died for our sins. Murdered by the Jews. Taken from us far too soon.
Oh, what's up, motherfuckers?
No, guys, that was my thing. I was gonna do that. Jesus claims to be the Messiah when he's clearly not. Crucify him!
3 days later.
Ta-da! Yeah, we've seen it before.
I enjoyed that video also in terms of, like, I thought it was a funny kind of alternative to Jesus. Or just imagining a magician in the time of Jesus. I thought was fucking hysterical. Let me read some supers, and we'll go to the next video. Bam, there I am. All right. Where were we? There we go. CDI Master something. C8, thank you for the 5 something. Hey, Zach, just wanted to say I love your content, and we really need a Zach from 12C and Jack collab video. Yeah, that'd be really good. That'd be a good combo of people. A lot of people, or I've seen some comments where people say they're very similar, or one should have been the other. But I think they're two very different characters. Zach from 12C unintentionally does everything he does. Jack is very intentional but mysterious. They're two very different characters. Trevillian Band. Thank you for the $10. If you're ever in Louisville, Kentucky, I'm going to buy you a drink. Dude, I have been to Louisville, and actually I've been to Kentucky many times. That's funny. My uncle lived in Kentucky in Mayslick for most of his adult life. And I went there several times. It's a town with like 200 people in it. And I've been there many times. He lived on a farm. It was always fun going back there as a kid. But he moved, and he lives in Paris. Or not Paris. He lives in France now. Toulouse, I think. So yeah, I went from Kentucky to France. Scott Pierce, thanks again for the $2, man. Any Discord suggestions on your list? Yes, they are. They're just further down because the last time I wrote down the Discord stuff was a few weeks ago. Do I have anything else? I have stuff with the Winter Olympics. I don't know what. I didn't really write down a script. Like a normal guy commentating on the Winter Olympics. I have coming up with sports in the Winter Olympics. I don't know if I'll have something super funny for that, so we'll see if they ever get made. I have God explaining to child services how he sacrificed his only son. What is this one? Oh, when you're a hitman for Epstein and his crew. That one. I think there's a lot of potential for. Yeah, I'm not finding the Discord ones. They're further down. I don't want to search right now. Stoic Stace, thank you for the $20. Huge. Appreciate it. No comment, but appreciate you. R. Yumpel, thank you for the $2. Is Jack expected to return soon? Like I said earlier, I'm planning to do the last episode of the prison series. It'll be called When You Escape Prison. That'll be Jack coming back in full. And that video I know is going to be harder to do because it's going to have it'll have more action. And can't do it now. And I've been kind of putting it off for that reason. It's going to be like a kidnapper, like the kidnapper movie one. A lot of, violence, shooting, getting shot. All those take time, dude. All those when I have to like fake get shot, fall, do that over and over, then do the other characters doing the shooting or doing the hitting. And then I put it all together and like find and like lining them up, stacking everything. It's just takes time. And when you do, 50 people getting killed, sometimes I do, that is very slow actually. Patient Elijah 861, thank you for the $2. Hey Z, just cause I'm curious, you got any siblings? I do. I have a younger sister. She's 3 years younger than me. Todd on YouTube, thank you for the $5. Hello Zach, what is the name of the beast laying on your bed? Opal. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Ugh, come here. Urgh, sorry, I only have one hand. Ooh. See if she stays. Ooh, let's see. Hi, Opal. Do you want to stay right here? There we go. This is Opal, everybody. Hello. She's my girlfriend's, but my girlfriend moved in with me, so kind of ours, but really hers because she does all the taking care of her. But she's adorable. She's the first cat I've ever had living with me, but she's adorable. Very small, very easy to live with. But kind of blind, so she's a very needy kitty. She's adorable. You want to get down? I can tell. Whew. There we go. Ragdoll mix. I think it's the kind of cat she is. 9. 8 or 9 years old. But yeah. Okay. Let's watch this one. When you get a visit from your future self. This is my second favorite video of last year. Third favorite was when you're a magician in the time of Jesus. And then I'll show my number one after.
All right, don't be alarmed, but I'm you from the future. Why are you missing an arm? That's not important right now. No, that's now the most important thing ever. It's a long story. And you're gonna tell it now. We don't have time. You have a time travel device. We got time. Doesn't work like that. It's complicated. I bet I could understand it, sort of. I can only be here for a limited time. How was that complicated? I can completely follow that plot. Look, I'm here for something much more important. Don't care. Where's my arm at, dog? You learn to live without your arm. Like, I don't even notice it anymore. You think I give two shits? I honestly wasn't even thinking about preventing it. That's how little it matters to you in the future. You weren't thinking about using the time travel device to get your arm back? Are you fucking stupid?
I thought this video was such a funny premise. I'm sure it's been done before, and I think people were commenting on that. I I forget from who. People were saying, did you get inspiration from this? But I didn't. I just thought of this idea. I thought it was hilarious. I just ran. It wrote itself. I thought it was so funny. I was at a fucking lunch with people I've never met before. It was people I've done. It was with a friend who I did improv with, and she invites me to this lunch with a bunch of her other friends. But all these people are in like their 50s and 60s. I'd never met them. They're so nice. It was great talking to them. I told them I have a YouTube channel, and they were all like, "All right, show us a video. We want to see." And I was like, "Fuck. Which one do I show?" I don't know anything about you guys. I don't know your senses of humor. And I don't have like a go-to safe one, but I picked this one. I thought it was a good safe pick.
Look, you don't understand. This is about the woman you love. Get the fuck out of here. No, get the fuck out of here. Listen, you're gonna come here with that Hallmark-ass movie plot and a missing arm and expect me to give... This is your wife and the mother of your children. Shut the fuck up. You think losing your arm hurts? Let me tell you. Stop. You're not gonna see your children. Do you get this? Never met them. Don't care. When they need you, can't even play catch. What are they missing? But then you spiral into this depression. Oh, you are such a giant bummer, dude. And it all starts after you lose your job and start experimenting with drugs. You can't give in to the temptation. I'm doing heroin tonight if you don't tell me where my arm is. I'll throw our whole life away. I don't care. I have to go. There's no more time. Remember what I told you. No, where is my arm? Hey, I'm you from the future. Where is your other arm?
That part cracked me up because of how stupid it looked.
Hey.
I just walk in from like behind the thing. So when I walk through portals, what I have to do is like, I have to make sure there's a line here where that video section starts. So it looks like I'm like appearing from right here. And I didn't do that at first for this clip. And then I watched it. It just looks so stupid. This guy with no arms just coming from behind the portal. And that's why I kept it in, just because it looks so funny to me.
I'm you from the future. Where is your other arm? Oh yeah, forgot I lost it. You were just here. That was years ago. I'm from much later in the future. You lost a second arm, had a time travel device, and didn't think to use it. I honestly don't even notice anymore. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, pour me cereal and say that again. Look, you develop a gambling problem. Oh, shut up. Your house, your 401k, gone. Then stop gambling. The fuck? No, don't judge me. I'm absolutely judging you. You know, you do this too. But you did it first. You don't know my life. I know the first 30 years pretty well. Yeah, but not after. So tell me the winning numbers. Like, do you know how powerful we could become? What are we doing? And where are my arms? I have no time. I must get going. No, write it down. Go back to your time, write down everything that...
Someone asks, is that the portal? I don't know. It might be. I forgot where I got this portal from. Yeah, I probably just Google searched like portal on a green screen or something, and it popped up, so it totally could be. To the person asking, do I snore a lot? No, not really, but sometimes I do. Like every now and then my girlfriend will say I do, but usually I don't. I do talk in my sleep sometimes. I think that happens more often.
That's going on a piece of paper, come back here, leave the paper with me. I can't do that. It's not that simple. Then have someone else write it because you have no arms. Only people can go through the time travel device, not letters. It physically won't even work. Fucking what? Like, how'd your clothes get through? Yeah, because clothes are attached to the person. They can go together. No, how does the machine know between clothes and paper? You know clothes are made of cotton and paper is not, right? What kind of bullshit time travel devices they making in the future? And I'm not trying to come here naked and get put on some list again. Look, I have to go. I have no time. Remember what I told you. What the... I'm you from the future.
If you don't acknowledge the missing leg, I'm gonna kill myself.
Look, you need to listen.
If this is not about losing 3 limbs, I don't care.
Listen! We've had this conversation before.
Then we're having it. I have another. So this video is actually going to be way different. What it was originally was the future self keeps telling him he has to do crazier and crazier shit or else the consequences will be dire or whatever. So your future self comes, he's like, hey, you have to go, whatever, slap an old lady at the grocery store, and if you don't, consequences will be dire. And the guy's like, the fuck? And then, like, he doesn't do it, and then the guy ends up losing his arm or something like that. I ended up not doing that and going with this, and I might do the other one later, or a version of it, because I still want to do something like that. But I was playing around with those two plot points. Again. Did you tell me where my arms and leg are?
Yeah, I've heard it all. This is my second attempt to try to save us because you didn't listen the first time.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Shut up.
No, don't do that obnoxious time travel bullshit where you know the future. Oh my God. Yeah, I've heard it all. Now you need to listen. Acknowledge the missing limbs.
If we can save our second marriage,
What the fuck, dude?
we can save the kneecap up on the missing leg.
Did you just say we can... Haggling over half the leg. I found that funny. I just love this video. I think of all the videos I made last year, when I pick my favorite, it's often the ones that I watch the most on my own. I will watch my own videos weeks later to try to watch them with a fresh, fresh lens, because when I make them, I'm so close to them. So sometimes I can't tell, is this funny? Or am I just thinking it's funny, and once I see it fresh, it won't be? And that's happened before. Sometimes I'll watch a video weeks later, I'm like, that joke wasn't as funny as I remember it. And other times, jokes are funnier than I remember them. So I often will watch just to kind of learn from that. Like, why did I not find this funny, and how do I not do that again? Because I only like putting out videos that I find funny. Save half the leg? Better than nothing. Right now it's just gone. We are not haggling over half a leg. Like, we have a time travel device. Where are the lottery numbers?
You know, I remember when I was your age.
Do you remember this conversation and how annoying you were?
But believe it or not, you start to realize what actually matters in life.
The heroin is on the way, just so you know.
Shoot, I gotta go.
You didn't even give advice this round. The fuck? Hopping on that one leg was so fucking tiring. I hated doing that. It was nice being able to keep my arms in, though, actually.
My son.
Hell no.
It is I, you, and I'm here to give you lottery numbers.
Oh, we are so past that. Like, what are lottery numbers gonna do for you?
In 2070, the winning numbers are...
2070? What are this year's numbers?
I don't remember. It's been 300 years for me.
Okay.
Also, your third marriage is in danger.
You are a head in a vat. How are you still pulling chicks?
We have very little time. You must listen. Hey, listen to me. Listen. Listen.
This ever happened to you? Well, I just love everything about that video. I don't have much to say, but I just thought it was such a fun premise. Him coming out with the head in the jar fucking cracked me up. I saw someone comment that. That was hilarious to me. Do I have anything else to say? No, not really. I just love that video. I've watched it many times since. Alright, and now my favorite video of last year. Drum roll, not really. It's this one. When you're about to have your first threesome, but then Jesus returns. I was dying at the title of this. I thought it was so fucking funny. Sometimes I will do that in that I'll make a title that I just find hilarious, and I just have to write the video. I don't know what it will be, but sometimes if the title is just right, I just go for it. Oh, someone asked me my favorite Star Wars. I was just thinking about this, actually. Okay, favorite Star Wars. I've seen them all. 4, 5, 3, 6, 2, 1, 7, 9, 8. In that order. I think. Yeah, the newest ones are my least favorite. There's not one I liked more than any of the first 6. 4, 5, and 3 I really love, though. I think 4 is kind of like a perfect movie, but 3 I saw when I was a kid in theaters, and it was just such a fun experience. So that one like kind of sticks with me a little bit. But yeah, I'd say those. What's your least favorite video you've made? Yeah, I get that question a good amount. What I often say is 911 operators in movies be like. I remember specifically that was during one of my December Rush. That was a December Rush video, and I wasn't super happy with how it came out, and I kind of just had to post it. Because I was literally like making a video, posting it the next day. So that's one I didn't love. My going through TSA one I remember not loving when I made it, but once I watched it, I do. There were a lot of jokes that made me laugh, so no, I still think that's funny. Usually if a video I really don't find funny, I won't post it. So if I post a video, I probably liked it, at least somewhat. I'm scrolling through my videos, trying to see if anything comes to mind. Honestly, all of my earlier videos, I don't love as much, and it often just comes from, it was earlier in my comedy writing career. But I don't think they're bad, I just think they're just older. Maybe there was like a joke that I did for too long, and I was like, oh, I should have maybe stopped it after a certain point and didn't. Things like that. But no, for the most part, I do enjoy my videos. So yeah, I'll go with the 911 operators for now. Let me read some supers, and then we'll do the next video. And then I'm going to do the Epstein one I just did, because I want to talk about that too. Very current. That shit's... I have a lot to say about that. Super chats. Where you at? Where'd we stop at? The Walls of Jericho. I like that. Thank you for the $2. Looks like you tossed with the wrong hand. Yeah. Megatron 3000. Thank you for the $10. I used an all gender restroom, and I don't know what I am now. Send help. Rafe, thank you for the $5. Hey, Zach, is Jack the fourth part of God? God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, and Jack. Best regards from Brazil. I laugh my ass off with your videos. Thank you so much. Jack is just a mystery. We don't know. He could be anything. Ducky and Cork, thank you for the $5. Excited for your new content, Speedy Healing. Love from Arkansas. Well, thank you so much. Dest3953, thank you for the $5. Hey, Zach, long time, super big fan. Video idea. The kidnappers, when you kidnap Osama bin Laden with the SEALs. That'd be funny. That's a good one. Kidnapping Osama bin Laden. Not current, but big enough a story. I think we can still do it. The Walls of Jericho again. Thank you for another 2. Live stream more, you peanut. I will try. I like live streaming. I don't know. I don't feel like a streamer, so I don't do it that often. I feel like I should do it with a purpose for absolutely no reason. But yeah, I guess that's my main reason. Alicia, thank you for another £2. My Little Pony did that skit minus swears. All right, let's do this video. Let's do this. Oh, hell no. Nope. Because there's no way. Because there's no way he chose today. Of all possible days. No, because fuck this, fuck everyone, fuck the plan. What the fuck is going on? Hey,
Guys, move. Guys, get the fuck out of my way. Guys, I hate you so much. No, because there's no...
I love those gags. I know some of you do too, but I love the gags of just me punching myself for no reason. But I wanted to make this video, like, he is just so mad, so unfiltered. I think that's why I love this video. I was like, he's going to say, fuck you, Jesus. He's going to say anything and everything because he is just that mad.
No way he picked today. Hey, Jesus!
My son.
Fuck you!
What is wrong, my child?
Oh, don't you play that shit. You know everything, and you knew, and you still came back. You are the worst person ever.
Do not worry, my child.
You had 2,000 years. You had 2,000 years. And you come back on a Tuesday? Tuesday, August 8th? The fuck? This is clearly a Friday at noon event.
My son.
It is 5:47 p.m. Who the fuck returns to Earth after 2,000 years? You had 2,000 years. And you decide to come back at a prime ass number o'clock on Taco Tuesday? The fuck? That was the plan? That's what the board voted on?
Where we are.
I love that. I love that whole spiel. That's what the board voted on? I love that. Someone said, yeah, this comment, statistically when Jesus returns, this will happen to at least one person. I was thinking about that. If Jesus returns, there's never gonna be a good time. Like, no matter when you come back, like, it'd be so inconvenient. Can you imagine all the types of people that would be pissed? This person. Imagine, like, you just gave birth and Jesus returns and everyone gets sucked up. Like, the fuck? Just endure that. Could have done earlier or later. There's never going to be a good time.
We are going is greater than anything you can get.
Hey, go fuck yourself. That's not true. Like, I was about to win the lottery. Twice. And you single-handedly wiped your ass with my tickets before I could cash them out.
That is a good way of putting it, my son.
Imagine getting 2 appetizers for the price of 1. And then 2 chicks blow you that night. That was gonna be my day.
That does sound incredible.
That was one of my favorite jokes I've ever done, I think. It's simple, but I thought the turn was just great. Just getting 2 appetizers for the price of 1. You think that was just the idea of the joke, and then I got that. Then also 2 chicks tried to blow me. I was very happy with that one.
Yeah, can you come back in like an hour? I can honestly do a lot in, let's say, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You had 2,000 years. And if you had just waited 3 more minutes, this could have been the greatest day ever. This could have been the greatest day.
Now, my children.
If Jesus had just waited just a few minutes and he actually had a threesome and then Jesus returns, that would be an amazing day. And then Jesus ruins it. Damn, Jesus.
This time.
Hey, where are those girls at?
They are in hell.
Why are they in hell?
They were whores, my son.
Alright, send me down.
No, my son.
Send me down, I can still pull this off.
You believed in me.
Yeah, because I was about to pull a threesome with blondes. That's our purpose. And you fucked that purpose in the ass. A sin, by the way, when you had 2,000 years. You had 2,000 years.
And because you believed, you get to enter the kingdom of heaven.
What about now?
Yeah, it's faith, not works. You're still fine.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You know what? Hey, Trevor!
You guys notice? Hang on. This is sometimes something I have to do.
Enter the
years. You had 2,000 years.
Notice how their heads are cut off at the neck?
And because you believed, you get to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Now they're cut off a little below. The reason is because you can't see the gun. And I often don't plan for this kind of stuff. Sometimes I just notice after the fact. Because I'm recording in front of my green screen as normal. And then I'm not thinking, oh, I'm going to have to lower the people. And then if I lower it too much, the gun won't be visible. But I wanted only their heads visible because I wanted Jesus to be, high up there. And I did all the heads, lowered them the right amount, and then I get to this part, and I was like, fuck, I have to raise them all up now just for this. That is not like a big deal for this part, but sometimes it happens where I do a lot of work and realize, oh, it's actually not going to work because now you can't see me you can't see the gun, you can't see the action or whatever.
What about now?
Yeah, it's faith, not works. You're still fine.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You know what? Hey, Trevor! Fuck you!
It is time, my children.
Hey, fuck you too, Jerry! God, your face is just the worst. Jesus, send me to hell. I'm a little more curious about how you managed to pull a threesome on a Tuesday before 6 p.m.
Gather round, my children.
In order to pull a threesome...
Technically didn't pull it.
To pull a threesome, you must pray. A lot. Well, that worked for me. Now, you want to focus on teachers and nurses. They're the sluttiest.
Guys?
Shh. And then when the stars align on Taco Tuesday, that is when you pounce. Because you see, Taco Tuesday is also Tequila Tuesday. And that is an opportunity.
It's just the gates close at 7:30.
Hey, Jesus, can I get a refill on this? Thanks, man. All right, where was I? Now, you want to find girls who ideally made a bet earlier in the day.
2 hours later.
You want to seed the poll to your apartment as early as you can. Say you have Mean Girls on Blu-ray. That tends to work.
You know what? I've heard enough. It is time. It's done. I finished very quickly.
Yeah!
Done. I love that video. Yep, that was my favorite one of last year. I'll try to do a live stream at the end of each year talking about like my favorite ones. I just didn't at the end of December. But I like doing these. Okay, what now? Oh yeah, there's some comments I wanted to read. Someone says, is it awkward looking at fake Jesus? Yeah, so I'm very used to it at this point. What's annoying about recording these is the yelling, because I'll have to think of my neighbors. I'm like, dude, if they can hear this, because I do scream it, fuck you, Jesus, and I do like 5 takes. And if they can hear that, well, that's hilarious. Zach, what kind of green screen do you use? Like, is it a brand of green screen, or is it just like a green cloth? No, this one's in a, you pull it up, and it's in this, I don't even know how to describe it. But it's inside like a metal box, and you open it, and then you grab the handle. And then it can go up to like 6.5 feet-ish. But I can't see my feet with it. What's the brand? I don't know the brand, but yeah, it's not one of the cheap ones. It was like $120, I think. The pop-up ones aren't big enough, I think, because I have to walk around. This one kind of is pushing it, but does the job. It's a roll-up. Thank you. Yeah. White jeans will always be the greatest. That's a fun one too. We can watch that. Hang on. I want to watch the Oh no, not that one. I want to watch the recent Epstein one too. Actually, let's do that.
Dude, why are you in the Epstein files? The who files? The Jeffrey Epstein files. The New York financier? Yeah.
Yes, that was an acknowledgement of the guy on Conan. If you haven't seen that clip, there was a guy on Conan a while back who hadn't heard of the Jeffrey Epstein shit and literally just knew him as like the financier guy. And so he says that on Conan. I thought that was funny. So I kind of just ran with that. That was going to be the character.
And certified pedophile? What? Like we printed a certificate. No, come on. Epstein? Get on your phone every now and then. It's probably fake. Oh, no. Probably just some random pick-me girl. No. Just with a fake ID because she wants to run for president. Just stop forever. So she's trying to mingle with all the billionaires. How do you know what a pick-me is? Wait, if the Epstein files are about pedophilia... Why are you looking up my name? What does that mean? I had a feeling. You had a feeling. More like a prophecy, I think. Those are the ones that come true, right? No, why did you look me up? Well, I was on my morning walk, headed to Damascus, and then God appears to me, and he's like, hey.
Someone commented that was a skit. He didn't actually not know Epstein. Okay, that makes sense, but really, that didn't seem like a skit. He played it off very normally. But if so, good to know. I still thought it was funny. Funny as a character.
Check his hard drive. And I said, all right, bet. And now here we are. What about me made you say... It's because you said pick me girl. That is straight to federal prison for pedophilia. Was I the first name you looked up? Well, Bill Clinton isn't exactly sleeping near me tonight, so... That's fair. Dude! Jeffrey Epstein emails you, thanks for the Christmas card. You reply, you too, see ya at the party. He says, yeah. What part of that is a crime? All of it. You know not everyone who emailed Epstein was a pedophile, right? I don't believe that for 1 second. You're being ridiculous. You went to an Epstein party? Yes. Why the fuck wasn't I invited? What? You monster. So bad about an Epstein party. They were just celebrating the trickling down of their money so they could help the less fortunate. No, that gave me cancer. But you know what? Let me ask you some questions that I have after reading these files that you are in, by the way. We'll get to that. But did you ever see, what did that say? Did you ever see Donald Trump watch someone drown a rape baby in Lake Michigan? The Apprentice host? Yeah, I did not see that. Any presidents finger blasting some 8th graders? No. What? So I'm just going to list some demonic entities. Just stop me at the one they might have been sacrificing children to. Okay. Moloch. Baal. Bad Bunny. Why have I never heard of this? Because you don't know anything. But it's all over the news, right? No. But they arrested. I don't think so. But law enforcement is looking into this. I don't think so. But people are protesting. I don't think so. So maybe...
That part made me laugh like really hard when I was editing this together. I love that. That was the exact same clip of me saying, I don't think so. I just thought I nailed it in that line, and so I just copy and pasted 3 times. But this is the part I wanted to talk about, because this is fucking crazy. With the Epstein files... Right now, I feel like I am losing my goddamn mind, because what's been revealed in these files, even like just accusations, is like so fucking absurd, and no one's like, why is no one protesting? Why is no one... Didn't the Women's March happen because Trump said like grab him by the pussy and was elected? Why are we not protesting about this? Like it's like the craziest shit I've ever heard. And I don't even think, like, are we looking into this, guys? Like, is anyone looking into this at all? Because I know the Department of Justice isn't, but, like, is anyone? Like, is anyone doing anything about these insane allegations? Nah, I don't think so. But that's, I wanted to make fun of that. Like, no one's doing anything. We've absolutely protested for less in the last few years. So I don't know what's going on, but, like, yeah, I had to make fun of that at least a little bit. I truly don't understand. I think we've all collectively agreed, like, we need to see a video. Once we see a video, then we'll know exactly who we can blame. Then we'll know who needs to go to jail. Until then, we're just waiting. So, like, I was on the DOJ website every time they've released a bunch of files, but, like, every time we find something, like, nothing happens. It's fucking crazy. Does no one own a pitchfork? Yeah, no one's doing shit. We've absolutely protested for so much less. I don't get what's going on. I'm waiting for the full Epstein files to be released, dude. I don't know how so many people I see comment like, well, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, maybe. But why do we have that attitude? That's fucking crazy. Isn't this like cannibalism? Like, did that happen? Is anyone checking on this? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it gonna be? I feel like we're gonna get all the answers. If we get all the answers, it'll be from a new administration. I think someone else needs to be in office. They release everything, and then everyone's gonna actually get in trouble. Because, like, Pam Bondi. Someone asked me if I'm gonna make a Pam Bondi video. I plan to. I think so. I haven't written one out. But, dude, that chick is fucking psychotic. Can we get her, like, out of here? We've protested for way less, yeah. We haven't found the right river to dump tea in yet. Protesting does nothing. I don't know. Maybe I agree with that. Feels like it. They keep running out of black Sharpie. Yeah, dude, it's just like the most obvious cover-up ever. The most sinister email, and then they black out who it was from or who it was sent to. Are you fucking kidding me? It failed to consider the Dow. The Dow is doing good. Dude, I sold a bunch of my stocks when it was really high, and then it just kept going higher, and now I'm really mad. I'm trying to get back in, but I'm waiting for it to go down.
It's all bullshit. Nah, I believe every word. Where'd you even get this from? The Department of Justice released 3 trillion files. All pedophilia. And you believe everything the government tells you? When it confirms everything I hoped was true? Yeah? Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, Jeff. No, I can talk.
Is that Jeffrey Epstein? Yes. The New York financier?
Yes.
Shut up. He's supposed to be dead. What are you talking about? Get on social media.
Who told you he was dead? The government said. Okay. Oh, hell no. No. Okay, they had a video. Okay. Yeah. So, they were recording his cell 24/7 because he was at high risk of self-unaliving by suicide. Yeah. And then, one day, the video cuts out for a few minutes. Okay? Because technology isn't perfect yet.
Oh, of course.
And he was dead. Yeah. So that's an open and shut case. So maybe you shouldn't believe everything the government tells you.
How the fuck do you know Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, I can meet next week. Love pizza.
Why'd you send him a Christmas card? Because it was Christmas time. I'm gonna murder you. How did you meet?
We have a mutual friend.
Who the fuck are you?
Is that a crime?
Yes. Who's your mutual friend?
Stephen Hawking.
Who the fuck are you?
Shh. Stephen Hawking diddle anybody?
How would that even be possible? Maybe that's why he was a physicist.
Wait, who's coming over?
No one commented on that line, but I thought that line was really funny. Maybe that's why he was a physicist. I did many versions of that, but I thought that one was very funny.
Oh, okay. Hey, can you get the door? Yeah, I got it. You catch the Winter Olympics?
Crazy.
Sup, dude? So my wife kicked me out. Can I stay with you guys?
It's crazy to me how black this is. This is the hallway. It's completely lit up. It's crazy what the camera can do. For anyone who was here earlier when we were watching my fake the moon landing one, why can't you see the stars? This is a completely lit hallway that we can't even fucking see. Well, that's the idea.
Guys tonight? Why is Bill Clinton at the door?
Hillary just texted me that she kicked him out, so.
Nah, fuck you, Bill Clinton.
Hillary just texted me that.
Why is Bill
filming? This is actually my least favorite part to record of this video because I had to pick up all my equipment and move it to my door. And I at first put the camera outside the door so I could. So when I opened it, it was a shot of me, of the door opening and then me appearing. And the back of my apartment was so fucking dirty and I had no interest in cleaning it. So then I had to move all my shit from out there back inside, record this angle. And yeah, that was good. Call that a wrap. But no, I made this because the Epstein stuff was it's just insane to me that like nothing's happening. Like people aren't even doing anything. I mean, people are like making angry posts as much as I am right now, as much as this video is. But like, that's it. That's wild to me. All right. Let's see. What are we doing? What we're doing? I got a call from the. Do they have a voicemail? The surgery time changed. The arrival was at 10. Oh, my surgery time changed tomorrow. It's now an hour later, so I can sleep in an hour later. That's nice. Be there at 10:30 a.m. All right. Surgery at 10:30 tomorrow, guys. That should be fun. So yeah, videos are slow over the next few weeks. That's why, but I'm gonna try to get some. They also will be simpler. No crazy action. The gun will probably not make an appearance quite as much. Ooh, someone asked me if I have a background in comedy or I just started. No, actually I don't. I didn't have a background in comedy. I was a math physics lover in school. I never did theater. I never did stand-up. When I started doing YouTube for this channel, or for my educational channel, that was the first time I've ever put myself in front of a camera. And then my first comedy sketch on there, the engineering professors be like, that was my first attempt at comedy ever, in a video setting. And that I just loved it. I just loved doing it. So I made this channel because of that, just because of the interest, and grew from there. But no, I never formally was into comedy and then tried videos or anything. And someone else commented, what would I advise for someone getting started to do comedy videos like mine? I mean, not much. I'd say just jump in. Get if you have a phone, you're good for video. I would say get a good microphone. Those are quite important. You get a lavalier. I'm going to start experimenting with my lavalier. I got a nicer lavalier. I'm going to see if that makes my audio better. Because right now I still use my Yeti mic. And yeah, I don't love it because it's just not near me. But the lavalier, I got a lavalier before, and those are the ones you just pin on your shirt or whatever. And it was cheap and it was bad, so I just stuck to my Yeti. And then I've just been lazy, or just been putting off getting a better one. And now I have a better one. I'm gonna see if the videos turn out better. The problem is just like my shirt rubbing against it. That was the annoying thing with the cheap ones. So I'm gonna do this more. But yeah, get a mic. You can use your phone, but getting a good camera is always better if you have the money for it. I use Audacity for doing the audio. I have a Canon T5i, and then I use Final Cut Pro. You can use Adobe Premiere Pro. I've never used any editing software outside of those. But there's free ones. I think Resolve is the free one that people like. So you can get free editing software as well. It's really simple. If you can just cut and splice stuff together, that's all you need to get started. And yeah, just try one, I'd say. Just go for it. Just get the audio you need, and then everything else should be fine. And yeah, it's free. I mean, no reason to not do it. There's also, you can get like comedy writing books if you want. I don't use those to like make me funnier. I use them for inspiration in my brainstorm, and they often teach you how to brainstorm. Hidden Tools of Comedy is one of my favorites. I think there's one just called Comedy Writing that I liked. One other I'm forgetting the name of, but it was really good for brainstorming. Do I have it here with me? Yeah, I don't know if I have it here. Sorry. But yeah, you can do those. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, don't put too much thought into it. Just try getting started. Watch other skit creators, maybe. Maybe that will help you get ideas, see what people are liking or not. But yeah, the day math was invented, I will continue it, I promise. I know it's been a while. Fractions. Fractions is my plan for next. The day fractions were invented. And then I think there's something else. I know I need to do negative numbers, but I'm going to do another before that. What do I want to do? Fractions. We should do like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should do subtraction on its own or like combine that into one. So we'll see. We'll see. I have the idea for the fractions written out. It's not fully written out, but I have the general idea. Are you living out of YouTube or do you have another job? No, I do YouTube full time. I wish I did daily videos too. I don't know. I could live stream more. Imaginary numbers, definitely, but that will come. That's going to take a few. Yeah, complex numbers. Infinity will be a good one. That'll be the answer to the question, though, right? From the bad guy in that series. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to watch. I said I'd watch the white jeans one, so let's watch it. God, left-handed on the mouse sucks. Editing is going to be a bitch. I just know it. Oh, whoops.
You know what's great? White jeans. White jeans are beautiful and pure. I love having white jeans, and we think everyone should have white jeans too, also. Because with white jeans, anything is possible. You'll get job opportunities, people will listen to your problems, and juries will think you're innocent when you have white jeans. With white jeans, you will just strut right through airport security. Does Brittany from Nebraska need additional screening? No. And it's all thanks to white jeans. Now, white jeans are not great for everything, like playing professional basketball or football. In these sports, white jeans will make your odds not great, because you're wearing white jeans and it's a football game. But white jeans are great for hockey or swimming. So bring your white jeans to the local pool and win the gold and every other medal in swimming and hockey today when you have white jeans. They're also not useful for applying for scholarships. Now, if you ever start to feel uncomfortable,
that's actually totally true. I remember I applied for scholarships my senior year of high school. I got nothing. And so many of them just were like, oh, you have to be a minority. You have to, what was it? For the engineering ones, it was, women, it was, often were allowed to apply for pretty much anything. But yeah, dude, you're a white dude. 90% of the scholarships were like, dude, you do not need to apply. Get the fuck out of here. I got some grants, but I ended up with $40,000 in debt. Paid off now, though, thank God.
Comfortable in your white jeans, then just get some white powder.
white powder makes having white jeans feel great. And if you want to feel great, put your white powder in the air and say its name. White powder! White powder! These guys get it. White jeans are available in the US, Canada, Italy, Germany, France, Belgium, the Nordic countries, just most of Europe, except Spain, because it's technically Mexico, which is a no for finding white jeans. Absolutely fucking not. And you'll even find white jeans in Australia and New Zealand, where white jeans have been flourishing ever since the British takeover, where they fixed everything. But you know what? White jeans can be found just about anywhere that God is found, aka America. So get yourself a pair of white jeans today, then pass them down to your children. Keep them in the family. Oh gee, thanks mom. Wow, so many job opportunities with these. And do it this Christmas season, because Santa Claus and God want your kids to have white jeans. And remember to use our one-time discount code hashtag a white Christmas is the right Christmas when you call us over at 1 cotangent of 888 white powder as American as white chowder. So get some white jeans, then pass them down to your kids so society can flourish once again like the Garden of Eden. January 6th. Okay, now here's the real commercial.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
An ad released by brand American Eagle in July features Hollywood star Sydney Sweeney. But it's not the genes sparking backlash, rather the message.
So that video...
Lizzo is calling out Sydney Sweeney's controversial American Eagle jeans ad in a new song.
Sydney, any comments about the ad?
And it passed. Backlash over. Back to normal. As always. Oops. All right. Ooh, let's see. White powder is still my favorite joke from any of your videos to this day. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. I thought of that late. I remember thinking of that like the night before I was going to film and I had written everything out. And then that came to mind. That happens to me sometimes. I'll just randomly think of a joke after everything's written out. And sometimes it'll be after I've finished filming the video and it's exported, it's up on YouTube unlisted, and it's going to go live, the next day. And then I'll think of something I really like that I find funny. And then I'll debate, should I go delete that, go open my work computer again, delete it from Patreon and all that. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Ooh. How'd you break your arm? Jiu-jitsu competition. If you want to see why I broke my arm, I talk about it like in the very beginning of the live stream. You can just go to the very beginning and then jump back here. I show the x-ray and everything. But I have surgery tomorrow. 3 broken fingers. 1 broken, 2 maybe fracture or whatever the lower tier is. But yeah, 1 definitely bad. Pickle Rick in the background. Yes. You know what's... Okay, I got this Pickle Rick at Dave & Buster's, and we went, and there's a giant Pickle Rick, like huge, like full body, 5 feet maybe, and it's up. It was up high. You couldn't grab it, and I was like, oh, we need that, and it's like 9,000 tickets, and we worked to get it. We got 9,000 tickets, and then we go to get it, and we didn't realize this, and it says inflatable at the top. I thought it was like a pillow, like a body pillow. No, it was inflatable. So I was like, oh shit, it's like a little pool toy. And so we asked them to bring it down. And I go to the guy. I'm like, hey, can you bring down that Pickle Rick so I can see what it feels like? And he goes, like, you want me to get it for you? I'm like, yeah, can you get it so I can see what it feels like? He's like, you just like want to hold it? Like, yes, sir. The thing I'm about to possibly buy with points, I would like to know what it feels like. Thank you. And then he brings it down, and it's full of air. Like, this is 9,000 tickets. The fuck out of here. Probably cost 25 cents to make that. But yeah, I want like a Pickle Rick body pillow. That would have been cool. That's okay. Are we getting a January 6th skit? Maybe. I don't think I have that written. January 6th. Let me write that down. January 6th something. No, I don't have that written down. I just realized it's Zach and not Zach. I'm so sorry. You know, it's fun. This comment is about my spelling of my name with an H or a K. It's very funny how many people spell my name wrong, even when they've only seen it from the channel. You know, the only reason you've ever seen my name is because it's on the channel right now, and people still spell my name wrong. I think K is just the default. Even my grandma spelled my name wrong when she wrote me cards, so I'm very, very used to it. Anything else? Channel's been doing pretty good this year, though, guys. Thank you for everyone who stays a fan. Yeah, I've been liking the last 3 videos have all gotten really good views. Oh, dude, I wanted to show this. I got fucking... Let's see, right here. I got... Not demonetized, but this. This was new to me. The sharing. I guess I'm splitting ad revenue right now because of the Crazy Frog song from this one. I was so mad about that. No, not really. Just annoying. I was scared. I was like, oh, am I going to get like in trouble from the copyright strike? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like just that it got automatically flagged by whatever system. Hang on. Yeah, this right here.
Well, what the fuck? I know nothing. Or before, are they? Hey, Pharaoh. How'd you like to soften up that heart and harden up something else?
Nobody can know about this.
Don't worry, big boy. My lips are sealed.
But they won't be tonight.
What's crazy is how little I thought I could get. Usually if I put a copyrighted song in a video, I'll do something to it in post so it's not detected by the automatic system. So this one I muffled. I put a muffle filter on it, and I talked over it as quickly
Wasn't
as I
there
could.
before. Are they with God?
Yeah, I did a muffle filter so it sounds like it's coming from outside where they are. So I thought that made sense.
Hey, Pharaoh.
And then he starts talking at like 5:15. So it's really like 6-7 seconds of just the song, but it's quiet and muffled, and it still caught it. So yeah, that can happen. And then also, hang on, I'm so slow because of my hand. Left-handed on the mouse is brutal. But I got where I'm going with this. I got a video completely pulled from YouTube. Super old video, and I get notified like 2 months ago. And it says, hey, this video was flagged. And you have to... I had to take a little quiz of what's appropriate to put on YouTube. And then it wasn't a strike, it was like a warning. What the fuck is going on? My computer's acting slow, and it drives me crazy because I got fiber optic a while back, and so anytime this is slow, I'm like, why am I paying this extra money? Hopefully the live stream's better, though. Speed-wise. Oh, fucking hell. let's watch this while I do this.
Sup? What's up? Who are you? God. Oh. Cool. You don't seem too surprised. I don't know. Should I be? I think so. The fuck? God is talking to you. That's crazy. You hear this often? I guess not. You around the water cooler just hearing shit like, hey, so I talked to God today. That dude's a fucking psychopath. So what are you doing here? Roasting my balls off, apparently. Why is this bush on fire? Wait, are you here to get the Israelite slaves out of Egypt? Sort of. What do you mean? I'm here to give you an assignment. Involving what? Freeing the Israelite slaves from Egypt. Oh. Well, can't you do it? Here's 2 reasons I don't want to. Marshmallow? Yes, please. First, super far. Second, fuck Egypt. Yeah, fuck Egypt. I agree. Right? The worst. It's like if Leave Me Alone was a country. This marshmallow made me come a little bit. So here's the plan. Wait, no. Oh, here we go. All right. So here's the plan. You're gonna go to Egypt. Tell.
Someone just asked if fiber optic is worth it. My internet speed went from like 50 megabits per second to 500. I would say it's worth it. I pay an extra $30 for this. It's so much faster. When I upload a YouTube video before fiber optic, it took about 10 to 15 minutes to actually get into the YouTube servers. And then it would say, checking monetization and all that. Now it takes, I'm not joking when I say this, went from 10 minutes to about 8 to 10 seconds. Mind-blowing. Couldn't believe it. So yes, I would say very worth it, especially if you do more upload than download. Download, yes, it's worth it, I guess, if you're doing a lot. If you're streaming while watching TV and playing video games, then yeah, I guess it'd be probably pretty good too. But I love it, very useful. But when it's not super fast, I get pissed.
God sent you. Some shit's gonna happen. And then you're gonna round up the Jews, take them from their homes, take them into the desert, get them lost for 40... Whoa! No, but it's good this time? Oh, okay. Wait, what if they don't believe that God sent me? Dude, ask me how my balls are doing. Like, I don't know if I'm the right choice for this. But I'm gonna give you some powers. Oh, shit. I've always wanted superpowers. First power. Turning your staff into a snake. Okay, an applause might be appropriate. Well, is that it? Is that not good enough? Or it's just a little underwhelming? Oh, I'm sorry. God's power's not good enough for you? A staff into a snake. You will be able to turn your skinny white staff into a fucking snake. Any other problems in your amazing life? I guess I was just expecting more. Dude, I could teabag a raw chicken and have that shit cooked in 2 seconds. Can I get another marshmallow? Next power. You're gonna be able to put your hand in your cloak, then take it out, and it'll look super fucked up and gross. But wait, there's more. Because when you put your hand back in your cloak and then take it back out again, it'll look normal. What? Marshmallow? I will withhold all my questions until the end. But you like that slide?
I wanted to make fun of this because it's something I've thought about a lot. The powers God gives in the Bible are super underwhelming. From an all-powerful deity, they're super underwhelming. So I wanted to make fun of that. Because I find that just weird. So that's a huge reason I did this video. Someone commented, is something written on that notebook? No, but fun fact, often, I might be doing it here. Was I? Forget. My phone might actually be in front of the notebook, and I'm holding it with my thumb, and the phone will have the script up. So sometimes if I'm reading from a paper, it's actually my phone that you can't see that I'm reading from. And sometimes that just makes it really nice when I'm doing a long line that I don't have to memorize. But if they're short lines, I don't have to do that.
The hand thing, right? Last power. When you stick your surprisingly long, skinny, white staff into the river, it will turn into blood. Okay, and a little bit of Coke Zero. I have questions now. Still not a thank you. Why can't I just, like, fly? That would prove God is with me.
That's why, yeah, that's why I made this video. Why can't I fly? Why can't I do this and that? I think fair questions if God is giving you powers.
Right? So will turning your long, skinny, white staff into a fucking snake. How else are you doing that? I just feel like you could give me the power to manipulate matter and energy, move the stars in the sky, open portals to other worlds. Stuff that would prove to Pharaoh for sure that God is with me. But that hand in the sleeve trick is so much cooler. Fine, I'll go to Egypt, I'll show them my powers, they'll believe God is with me, and then they'll free the slaves. Got it. But Pharaoh won't believe you. What? Yeah. You're gonna ask him to free the slaves, and he's gonna be like, fuck no, have you seen these profit margins? And you're gonna see him, you're gonna kind of understand, but... So you're giving me powers to convince Pharaoh that God is with me, while knowing that the powers you give me won't convince Pharaoh that God is with me. Yeah, his heart is like calc 2 hard. So why'd you give me these powers? So you can show it to some other people who have flaccid hearts and they'll believe you. Who gives a shit? Isn't Pharaoh the one in charge? My nuts are roasting on an open fire. Satan nipping at my taint. Couldn't this all be solved with cooler powers? Or you doing it? You just don't get it. Okay, so after Pharaoh says no, that's when I step in. Hey, what's your favorite kind of plague? Did you just say plague? I don't remember saying plague. Oh, okay. So the plagues I came up with are blood, frogs, locusts, lice, darkness, and podcast bros. They all sound awful. Then after all the plagues are done, I'm gonna stab every firstborn son of Egypt. What the fuck? Why? Just the adrenaline rush? And then after all these plagues and everything else, Pharaoh will let the Israelites go? Yes, finally. But he will chase after you. Are you kidding me? Dude, I know. He just saw 1,000 plagues, kids died, I turned a stick into a snake, and he's still gonna chase after us? I know. Like, leave me alone, Egyptian. That's the dumbest pharaoh I've ever heard of. Dude, the story literally wouldn't work any other way. Like, what? He let you go and then didn't immediately start chasing after you? Are we even in Egypt? But why don't you just kill Pharaoh? Hey, I don't make the rules. Well, I don't get it, but it's God's plan, so I'll do it. What the fuck are you talking about? Not impressed. I just turned a stick into a snake. Yeah, seen it before. Okay, I know that's not true. Cheap parlor trick. Anyone can do it. You see all that blood and Coke Zero in the Nile? Nothing? Thanks again, Aaron. And I've seen a person grab a coin from behind my ear. Wasn't there before. Are they with God? Then here we go, I guess.
God, I wonder if this live stream is gonna be like demonetized because I played that. We'll see. I don't have much else to say about that one. I really enjoyed that one too. I love doing Bible and religious themed videos. I find them really funny. I don't do them to like make fun. I do them because I just find them so funny. Okay, now what I was gonna show. Here we go. Fucking finally. Look at this. This guy. This video got nuked off the platform. Not even like demonetized, age restricted. They just said, fuck you, fuck that. Okay, so this is the video. When you accidentally send a voice message to your girlfriend. Okay, so I get the notification like, hey, one of your videos has been flagged for, you know, whatever, harmful content. And I then had to optionally repeal it. And then I look at the video. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to repeal it. I don't need a human seeing my videos more often. Because in the video, I joke, the guy sends a voice message to his girlfriend was meant to be just guy talk. He should not have sent it. And then they talk about ways, oh, how are you going to kill yourself now? And so it was jokes about that. And the flag like self-harm. And I'm like, well, I guess technically I did talk about that. But it's a comedy sketch. They have no sense of humor. So they just fucking removed it completely. I had to take a 7-question quiz that was like, you know, which topics aren't allowed on YouTube? Pick A, B, C, or D. And it was, you know, just super dumb, obvious stuff. You know, A, stuff that promotes harmful stereotypes against others, and 3 normal things. You're like, all right, obviously that one. And I had to do like 7 questions of those, and then it just got removed. It got taken down, and I still had a strike. I forgot if it was a strike or just like a warning, but it was like, this is gonna stay on for 3 months, and then it goes away. And I think it's gone, but I still have the video taken down. So I don't know but I thought that was kind of crazy, because usually they just say, oh, hey, we'll make it 18 plus, you know, you can't find the video unless you have the link or something. But no, they just removed it completely. This is the only, if you're curious how many of my videos get demonetized, none. Like none. If you're ever scared of cursing, if you're going to make a YouTube channel, you don't want to curse. I do it all the time. I'm fine. Fine. See? Most of my videos. We're like 90 videos deep. Bam, we found one. This is the last one that was demonetized. But again, see, this is limited. What are you going to do? But I never repeal. I repealed once, and then it didn't go through. I was like, all right, if you guys... It was my Netflix video, which isn't that bad. That of all my videos, the Netflix one, not terrible. What guys think about on a first Netflix date or something like that. And I repealed it, and they were like, nope, this is very, very harmful and should not be seen by anyone. So you can't really find that video unless you go to my page, I think. But yeah, the other one they just completely removed. All right. Anything else I'm gonna do? I'll read some chats, then I don't know, we might wrap it up soon. First 15 seconds, no cursing, right? I think it's 8 seconds now. And if you ever hear me bleep a curse word in the beginning of a video, it's because of that. That's the only reason. I will only do it if it's in the first 8 seconds. If it's at the 10-second mark, you will not hear that. And I used to bleep videos in the beginning of this channel. If you ever watch a video way earlier in this channel and you hear the curse word bleep instead of me actually saying the word, it is purely because I didn't know how cursing worked and I thought you'd get demonetized easily. And now I know that's not true. So feel free to curse, you just can't do it in the first 8 seconds. And if you say any like racial slurs, they're probably gonna take that down. But dropping the F-bomb, no problem. How many skits do you write at a time? Where'd my waters go? Oh, here it is. How many skits do I write at a time? I have always like 10 to 15, in the chamber. They're not written out fully. I only usually have like 2 or 3 written out fully max at a time, because once it's written out, I'll just record it the next day. So I don't make a backlog of videos because I kind of can't the way I operate. because I just make the video as soon as it's written. But again, while I'm injured, maybe over the next few weeks, I'll do more writing, and then once my cast comes off, I can just record as fast as I can. We need the deleted video on Discord. Ooh, I probably do have... I should, because I don't delete them. I should have the original copy, so yeah, maybe I could do that. So I haven't been on the Discord in a while. Marshy, I think I saw you in here. Yeah, I've just been... I was doing a lot of jiu-jitsu and video stuff before, and now I'm dealing with the injury and just not in the video making mood at the moment. I just don't want to edit. I just really don't want to do that. That's the part I'm looking forward to the least. I love your religion parody videos, but it makes me wonder, are you an atheist? Yes, I am. Agnostic atheist. I don't make the claim, but I just say, like, the evidence is not convincing to me, just like you might say about every other religion, if you are religious. Yeah, I get that question a lot. Yeah, I did the Hindu god. That was fun. I like doing a different god. And then someone actually commented, who's clearly new to the channel. I got a comment saying something like, why make fun of the Hindu god? Why don't you make fun of some other god? I'm like, all right, you haven't seen the channel at all, you fucking asshole. Getting mad when... If you're Christian, you can be mad at my videos. I make a lot of them. I haven't gone to church in like 6 to 8 years. Well, then you're going to hell, dude. You gotta work on that. I went to church once. I think I was like 10, and I cried because I was so bored. My mom had to take me out. I'd probably do the same thing if I went today. I don't know, maybe, because I'm more interested in learning about religion now. Like, I'm reading the Bible slowly and out of order. I'm on Hebrews, and I don't know, maybe I would find it more interesting, but it bored the shit out of me when I was a kid. Oh, so am I going to do the video on Job? Someone asked that earlier. Absolutely. Actually, I have the title of that one and some of the script written out, and I forgot the last time I edited it, but I haven't put it together. It's very common for me. I have videos written out and kind of just like sit in purgatory because I haven't completed them. And then I'll think of something else funnier. I'm like, oh, I want to do that first. Then I'll go back to this. And then I'll think of another one. And then it just gets buried down lower in my notes app. And then I kind of forget about it. And then I scroll when I'm brainstorming and I see, oh yeah, I want to do that one still. And then it comes back up. That's often what my process is. But yeah, as a Christian, I find your God videos hilarious. Thank you. And I think a lot of them do. Most people... Actually, I don't want to say that. I have no idea. But a lot of religious people absolutely have a sense of humor when they watch my videos, and I love that. So I'm not making fun. I never make fun of the religion. I try not to. I just make fun of the things within it that I think are you can poke fun at. Do you believe in Jesus? I believe he existed. I even believe he was crucified. I don't believe he rose from the dead. Do you use AI? I love AI. Sorry. For like research purposes, I love using AI. ChatGPT is my go-to right now. I pay for it, but I've heard maybe I should try another one. Is there anyone who has used multiple generative AI apps and likes one much more than the others? I've heard some good things. Oh, what's the name? I'm blanking on it. Someone will say it. But I've heard ChatGPT isn't the best. But yeah, for research, when I can type in longer sentences that aren't just a Google search, it's so insanely useful. The annoying thing is I have to constantly be checking Google to make sure everything's accurate when I'm doing research. So if I'm researching for a skit, like I did on Hinduism, I looked up a lot of things about Hinduism, and many questions I had were longer than a Google search. Boom, just go on AI and so much easier. Like it fills a gap in the market. It provides a need that I have. So Claude, thank you. Claude's the one. Yeah, is that the good one? Should I do that one? Claude for coding, Grok for absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if I can trust Grok yet. I like an unbiased, unfiltered AI, but I feel like I'm scared Grok will just be biased in another direction. But I fucking hate. I hate AIs like kid gloves. It's so the amount of times I've had to ask it a question for a sketch, and it's like I cannot answer that. It goes against my policies, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually writing a script, and a character is gonna do this, and then it's like, oh, now I can answer questions about that. I hate that little runaround you have to do. Honestly, Grok is pretty good. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't use it, so I don't know. I just like that it's not filtered, so I would use it for that purpose. But when I'm just doing generic, Google search type questions, I don't use Grok. Isn't AI awful for the environment? Yeah, I think that's the biggest backlash I can see for it. But I think the argument is like, let's make it better. It's gonna stay. Like, I love it. And I think the pros outweigh the cons by so much, and people don't even realize this. Like, the amount we'll be able to do. Like, I can type in people's long comments and just say, is this right? And it can produce answers like, yes, they're right, no, they're wrong, and here's why. Like, when it gets good enough to be more accurate than a Google search, I think it's like game over. Why rely on AI when you can rely on Jack? Yes, I agree. Any plans on more historical skits? I will always do more historical skits. And yes, I was thinking of that. I was thinking of people to do a skit on. Someone mentioned Osama, and I think that'd be a good one. I was just thinking of the most famous people in history. I'll probably do them all. I've already done Hitler, Napoleon. I'll probably do Stalin. I'll probably do MLK. I'll probably do. So yeah, definitely a lot of history ones. Done ancient Greece. Yeah, we'll make more. Can you make a Muslim versus Christian roast battle? I want to do a. This is a video I have almost written out entirely, but doing it is going to take so much time, and it's going to be basically the world religions all meet an alien who has their own religion. So they're going to be on a spaceship. The alien will have its own religion from its planet. And then all the biggest world religions, at least, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, maybe like Mormonism, Scientology, just like the famous ones of Earth, they're all going to have a discussion about the religion that's right. And I'm very excited for that one, but that's going to be I'll have to record that over several days. Probably be a 15-minute video. Didn't you do Hitler twice already? Yes, I have. I did him in heaven, and then I did him doing the apology video. I'll do more. Do a skit with Andrew again. I just talked to Andrew, actually. Andrew Dotson. He doesn't do videos really anymore. That sucks. But actually, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen if he's done a video in a bit. But yeah, he's the guy I did my engineering professors be like. And I just talked to him just a few days ago because he also does jiu-jitsu. So when I got my jiu-jitsu injury, I messaged him about what happened. He's a purple belt now. He was at I think he was at IBJJF last year, or he was. Yeah, I think it was IBJJF, but he came to Vegas for a tournament, and I didn't get to see him. I didn't get to go because I was busy. But yeah, he does jiu-jitsu. Oh yeah, let me read some super chats, and then I'll read a few more if you guys have any questions, and then I'll probably dip. Okay, here we go. A1 Dan on the clock. Thank you for the $2. Favorite video of yours is 100% of this video is sarcasm. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. I love that. That's I think that's a hidden gem on the channel because I really like that video too, and it doesn't really get much attention. I don't see comments on it really anymore, but I love that one too. IB Crazy 3, thank you for the $5. Are you able and willing to stream more? I am able to stream more. I just don't. I don't feel like a streamer, I guess. I don't know if that's a good reason, but yeah, I just really don't, just because it pulls focus on writing and recording videos, I guess. So I would like to stream more with a purpose. I've said many times, I'll keep saying it until I do it. I want to do a live stream where I edit live. You guys can see the creative process during the editing. I think that'd be fun. Or people who want to get into editing or want to see what it's like, see what it looks like. I think that'd be fun. And then I can leave that up. So I will do that at some point, but not while I'm injured. James Gallagher, thank you for the €2. Favorite vid for me has to be the Devil in 2020 series. I love it. I'm glad I've been able to keep that series going for 5 years now. I will continue. I've already written stuff. That's one I write out, or I jot down notes of what's happened throughout the year, and I already have stuff. The first thing I wrote in that happened on January 3rd, I believe, and it was the U.S. invasion of Venezuela when they abducted Maduro. I was like, oh shit, 2026 starting off hot. So I wrote that one down, and I wrote down a bunch of Epstein stuff, so that when December rolls around, I can just look through that and be reminded of what happened. The Walls of Derico, thanks for another $2. You can live stream to brainstorm skits with us. Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I often get good ideas from you guys, just throwing them out there in chat. Fantastico, thank you for the $2. When's the next Lincoln video, and is willing plus able guy there? Lincoln and Washington, they'll be back soon. I consider the beginning of the year my off season for Lincoln and Washington. So I kind of give myself a break from them, even though I didn't do many last year, to be fair. But I kind of give myself a break the first few months, and then they'll come back. But I'll try to do it earlier than I brought them back last year. But I'm excited for that series. I was very proud of that final video. I was like, I'm not going to do one unless I'm very happy with it. And I spent a lot of time thinking of, like, who's the bad guy going to be? The Franklin part, that was the part I knew for sure with the first video that came out. When I started doing the Washington series, I was like, all right, so they time travel to the future. I want something that I know for sure, so I can write around that. I can write with a little bit of a purpose. So I was like, all right, why are they here? And the answer was because Benjamin Franklin, when he was doing his kite experiment, he got hit by lightning, time traveled to the present, started making a device to come back, and then realized, hey, everything's fucked in America, and he needs help saving it. And he brings Washington and Lincoln. So I had a purpose when I was writing. I did not know Epstein would be the bad guy, but he was in the top, 3-5 contenders in the beginning. And I kind of figured it'd be him after the first few months of making videos. But once he was the files started being released, I knew. I was like, oh, he's easily going to be the bad guy because it got timed so well. And then Ryumple, thank you for the $5. Do you feel vindicated after the Epstein file drop after the Washington Lincoln episode and being right about everything? It was very cool seeing that happen, how it all lined up that perfectly. So sure, yeah, I feel vindicated a little bit. We'll see if he's alive. That's beautiful. I will laugh so hard. That's the conspiracy. Maybe that's the answer. That's the conspiracy I most believe. Epstein is alive, and that woman in prison is not Ghislaine Maxwell. That wouldn't make me say, what? No way. I'd just say, holy shit, that's fucking crazy. But I wouldn't be like, that could never happen. Which editing software do you use, and do you recommend it? I use Final Cut Pro. I do recommend it because it was a one-time payment. That was nice. Adobe Premiere Pro was $20 a month, and I never owned it. It was just $20 a month until you stop using it. And I was like, all right, well, why would I do that when I can pay one time if it's better? So I bought Final Cut, tried it out. What's nice about Final Cut is I don't know what the word for the non-linear, I think is what they call it, but it snaps. So if you delete, the end of a video clip, it will snap everything else forward. You won't have a blank nothingness before the next clip. It will snap the next clip forward. So for skits, that's actually really nice. For my educational content, that can be annoying and a little dangerous when I'm editing. Sometimes what happens is I'll delete a part, and because I have so many layers, for the educational stuff, I might have, 10 to 15 layers of texts and then pictures and an arrow. And sometimes all of it can move back when I don't want it to, and that can be a little dangerous. So I could argue Adobe was better for that, but for my videos that are a little simpler, less layers, yeah, I love Final Cut. Resolve is the free one, like I mentioned earlier, that I've heard good things about, and I have a friend who uses it exclusively for like professional editing. So maybe that's the way to go, but I don't pay anything anymore. I paid $300 for Final Cut a few years ago. All good. Yes, I will continue recreating the Bible as skits. I'm going to do the whole Bible. I'll just do the whole thing. There's way too much content there. And then we'll do the Quran, then Bhagavad Gita. We'll do it all. Maybe not, but the Bible's the one I'm reading, so if I read the others, then yeah. What are your favorite skits to make? My favorite ones from just an editing and recording standpoint are any videos where it's just two people talking and nothing more, because they're so much simpler. So if I'm on the couch like that Epstein video, love it. Super easy. But in terms of which characters do I like the most, I would say God and the kidnappers. God character is really nice because it also involves usually just two backgrounds. God in front of the gates and then the other person he's talking to. So often those are a little easier, but not always. Kidnappers are really fun as the characters. I like it because one thing I don't have to think about is facial expressions while I have the masks on, and I can edit things in post easily. If I said a line that I don't like how I said it, I can just do the audio and put it over and you really can't tell. So again, from an editing standpoint, I like that. But yeah, I love just being those characters. Yeah, God is just so much, it's just so fun and so much potential. You can do anything. And it's punching up, so it just works for, you can do it with anything. I love doing God. Epstein talking to God skit. Yes, that's an easy one. That's a great one. Epstein, write it down. Epstein talking to God. Except that's not canon in the Zach universe since he's alive in the Washington series. Am I in the files? I haven't checked actually. Shouldn't be. STEM to jiu-jitsu pipeline. I think a lot of STEM people go to jiu-jitsu. It's like one of the nerdiest martial arts. For whatever reason. But there's a lot of people who are in like STEM fields who I train with. I think you can momentarily disable the magnetic timeline. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. That should be an option. I never do it though because I'm so used to it at this point. But maybe when I'm doing my educational videos, when I have certain cuts, I should probably turn it off. It's so annoying too because you might not even realize it. I might be editing, and then an hour after I make the mistake, without realizing it, I'll watch the video, and I'll realize there's a whole 15-20 seconds where everything is just not is mistimed. And then I'll be like, wait, what? Why is this not looking like it did before? And then I'll realize it's probably because of exactly that, it's snapping. And because you can Control V or Control Z and just undo. And sometimes I'll just undo it a bunch to see what I did. And yeah, there's often one thing I just fucked up, didn't see it. Everything I did after just built on it. And yeah, now you have to redo it. Very annoying. Candace Owens meets God. That would be hilarious. Charlie Kirk meeting God would be funny too, but I don't know. Too soon? Might be too soon. Might not be. I think I can handle it tastefully. I think I can handle most controversial stuff pretty tastefully. Maduro skit. Yeah, exactly. Like that'll probably be in the 2000. That'll definitely be in the Devil 2026 video, but just on its own, yeah. Let's write it down. Maduro skit. Sorry if you don't get credit for this. I'm trying to write down where I heard it from, but sometimes I don't. Your voice has the iconic sarcastic tone to it without trying to sound like it. That might be because you hear me almost exclusively being sarcastic. But yeah, maybe I just have that voice. If God was in the files. I'm pretty sure God is in the files. Dude, have you guys seen the people saying the files prove God is real? Those are the dumbest fucking shit. God in the files. There are people who are saying, like, because they sacrifice people to, like, demonic entities, which I don't know if we even know was true. People are like, oh, God exists. I'm getting that on my TikTok feed. It makes me want to die. Will we see more kidnappers soon? Yes. So the kidnappers, me and Edgar are wanting to do another... We're planning already. We've been planning it. To do another video following the movie we did, where they're on Turks and Caicos and more stuff happens. And we already have some of it filmed. We filmed some of it in Turks and Caicos when we went. So we haven't begun doing the rest of it, but we have a lot of it written out. Actually, Edgar wrote out an entire draft and sent it to me. I need to read it, and then we'll start going over it. But yeah, that took so long. I love how it came out. I was so happy we did it, but it was so long. So going back to doing another video on it, also, procrastinating a little bit. Mainly because by doing a video that takes a long time, it does take away from other videos. So if I don't get ahead, I might be really slow to make videos, and I just don't like doing that. I don't like going more than a week and a half, 2 weeks without a video, and I'm already doing that right now because of my injury. But I really don't like doing that. Hand was because of a jiu-jitsu competition. You can go to the beginning of the live stream. I talk about it pretty much immediately. I show you the x-ray. Actually, if you want to see it again, here it is. That's what I did to my finger. Whoop. This is broken too. You can see a crack right there. And this one, the pinky's broken too. I can't really see where though, but it's this one that needs surgery, obviously. Bam. Bro could have gone pro too. Maybe I could maybe do good in the Masters division. The nice thing about jiu-jitsu is it's split up by so many things. By weight classes, one. By skill levels, another. When you compete at regular tournaments, and then age as well. So if you're 30 to 40, you only compete with other 30 to 40 year olds. If you're over 40, you compete with people in that age. And I think it's like every 5 years or something. I actually don't know this, but it's like 40 to 45 year olds compete with each other. 45 to 50 year olds. So there's competitions where you see two like 70-year-old dudes going together. So when you're the best in the world in jiu-jitsu, sometimes or often that usually just means, you beat the best person in your bracket, in your age group, and that's it. But then they have like ADCC, which are like the Olympics of jiu-jitsu. But again, still weight classes and all that. So just not age for that one. Do a vid without breaking fingers in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I need to teach people. The good thing about getting injured is you learn from it, and I can tell other people how I got it so they can avoid it. If you do jiu-jitsu and you have a cross-collar grip, don't hold on to it for dear life when a person stronger than you is trying to break it. I didn't even know your finger could do that. Or like your finger could break like that from the grip you had and from the grip break that he did. It was just a standard grip break. So I thought, I was safe, but if you hold on too tight, yeah, your fingers can bend the wrong way. It's crazy how I'm the best in jiu-jitsu in the world. Like there's one guy at our gym. He's a brown belt, which is the one before black belt, and he competed in IBJJF. It was the brown belt division of his weight class, his age, and he won it. And our coach that next week said, yeah, he won IBJJF, which means he's the best brown belt in the world, like of his age, in his division. And I was like, I asked my other coach, is that technically what that means? And he said, yes, that is what it means, because of how jiu-jitsu works. I don't really understand the competitions fully, but yeah, you can say you're the best in the world at your skill level if you win certain competitions. And that's the one Andrew Dotson competed in. That, like, if he had won, he could be considered the best purple belt in the world, in that, for that year. What else? You're going to revisit the prison series? Yes, I will. Last one. One more. When you escape prison will be the title. And it's just going to be a longer one. I'm going to make that one fun. So that might take some time, and also till my injury is done. Does he look scary? If you're talking about the guy who won from my gym, he's a big dude. Like 275, 300 pounds, 6'3", strong, not super fast, but yeah, he's pretty good. Hope you get better soon, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope I do too. It's the annoying thing is like tying shoes and shit like that. Opening a water bottle. I can't do it with this one. And if I do it with my left hand, I have to hold the bottle like in my armpit. So I have to figure out how to function. And it's annoying because it's really just one finger, but the whole hand's out of commission. How tall are you? I'm 5'11 and a half. I almost reached 6, and I'm bitter that I didn't. My dad's 6'1", too. So I didn't grow taller than my dad. Are all your skits in the same universe? They are not, because they can't be. There's been some contradictory ones, but I don't know. Maybe I could use like the multiverse kind of thing. But no, they can't all be. I try to make the recurring videos, the kidnappers, Washington Lincoln, God. I try to make those consistently in the same universe. All right. Any final questions? Got anything? And then I'm going to dip. Maybe write a little more. Maybe I'll write some stuff you guys talked about. I'll hop on Discord too if you guys have questions there. Sorry for being away from there. Go to sleep. I've been getting great sleep though. They gave me muscle relaxers, and I the first night I took it, I knocked the fuck out. Slept like 8 hours straight. It was great sleep. When will you live stream again? I can live stream again soon. I'll try not to take a year. I don't know exactly when. I don't like giving a schedule. I'm not good at keeping the schedules. There's a Discord? Yeah, there's a Discord in the... It should be in the description. If not, any of my videos have it in the description. And on the Ask Zach Star himself, that's where I'll actually answer questions and stuff. We gonna learn about Jack? Absolutely not. Jack's mystery is the fun part of who Jack is. Studying mathematical statistics and statistical learning. This was a nice break. Get better soon, bro. Thank you. That's cool. I'm going through a stats class right now too. I wanted to review my stats and go more into like stats based or stats and linear algebra based stuff. And I haven't done stats in forever, so I'm reviewing a lot. Stay healthy, man. Yeah. So how about this? I'll do more live streams during the next 8 weeks while I'm healing, and I'll try to do that to make up for the lack of videos that will come out. But I'll still try to make one. I'm gonna try to write one this week. We'll see how surgery is, but it's just my hand. I'll be fine. I'll see how writing is, and then I'll start working on videos. But yeah, the last week I've done no writing. I've been using this as an excuse to be lazy. This stream was the peak of my day. Glad to have been here. Hey, that's cool. I'm glad you had fun. Hope you guys had fun watching videos at least. But with that, I think I will end there. Oh, let me see if there's any super chats I missed, and then I will call it. Two more. Vivid Armadillo, that's what that is. Vivid Armadillo, thank you for the $5. Video idea. When you say the wrong thing while sleep talking, confess to cheating and going to Epstein's Island. That'd be good. Extreme Bricks, thank you for the $5. Sheesh, that x-ray got me wishing I was Helen Keller. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I also get like, ugh. When I see like broken bones and stuff like that, I can't handle that stuff very well. When I saw the x-ray, the guy's like, ooh, it's bad. I was like, don't stop showing it to me. He's like, look here. See right here? Yeah, this is really bad. I'm like, thank you, man. I can't handle that shit very well, though. All right, that's everything. I'm going to head out, guys. Good talking to you. Thank you for everyone for the super chats. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll do another live stream within the coming weeks. I don't know when, but I will do one. But for now, rest up for my surgery tomorrow. And I will see you guys shortly. Hopefully a new video out within the next week. Let me say that. And if not, it's just because of my injury. But you guys take care, and I will see you all later.